about 10 minutes behind, but that's okay. That's perfectly fine. We're doing fine.
Speaking of time and running late, so now that I'm starting this job, I'll probably be getting done around 4:30
Okay.
and we usually start at 3 my time.
Oh, so the time might be an issue for you now.
A little bit, yeah. I was thinking, and it's totally up to everybody, if they can do this, but maybe starting an hour later. I know that's kind of a pain in the ass.
I don't know if Harvey can.
Give it a shot, and if it kills me at work, then I can just bow out.
Well, and the thing about it is if I get this job at MUD, it goes till 5 o'clock.
Oh boy. Yeah, I mean, if that happens, I'm super happy for you. But you're gonna have to not do that.
Yeah, because me looking for work, I don't know what that's necessarily going to do for my time, for my availability. It's not anything I can possibly know yet.
Right.
So,
which is why you're going to start doing Lyft, right? You're your own boss. You meet plenty of new people.
You know, if I was in a place where Lyft is a viable thing, then I certainly could. The trouble is in Omaha, it's not really viable.
Yeah, and I guess OnlyFans is going to be shutting down sexually explicit services. So.
That's true. So I'm losing my OnlyFans. I should say only fan. I think the only one that subscribes to me is Owls. So, yeah, there he is. As soon as I said it, yes. That is what we call timing, ladies and gentlemen. Fucking timing right there.
That's hilarious.
So I'll tell you what, Sam. What did I? Oh, he didn't hear it.
Oh no.
Oh.
It's okay. You can watch the VOD later. You can watch the video later.
OnlyFans just came out and said that they are no longer allowing sexually explicit material. And we were joking, saying that I'm going to lose my OnlyFans. And I said, no, it's OnlyFan. And that's because the only one that is subscribed is Owls. So, and then you went, smiley face. I mean, it
really was.
It was perfect timing with the smiley face. But you still didn't hear the intro.
It was fantastic.
All right, so we're still waiting on Eric, but what we're going to do in the meantime is we're going to have Sam give us a rundown of what happened last week in Exiles.
Okay, so I went and did the visit to the Druid Circle. Wait, just let me double check that that's yes. Okay, so I went and talked to the Druids and was like, hey, here's the Black Lotus. And they're like, well, that wasn't really the thing, and tossed it off to the side, and we're like, it was how you dealt with the Guardians. And I was like, rad, and they gave me a tincture of Druidism, which is awesome. Razul took the Hierarch, the Dark Violet to the Collegium, and he got a silver for the flower.
And he didn't share it, because he's a dick.
Hey, it's all right.
I mean, he's paid a lot of money into the crew, so
that's true.
Yeah, I don't feel anything about that one. Harvey went to the shitty bar.
The shitty bar.
The bartender agreed to serve everyone except Razul. And Harvey was like, nah. So we went to the Groovy Dogs. Or we were going to go to the Groovy Dogs, is what it was. Bus went to the Spy Masters Guild. Apparently, Lord Slate Raver IV was boring as sin. Jack went to the temple, and Father Bernard approached him.
Really cool name.
And had Jack follow him, and then Bishop Schwegler was there and wanted to talk to him, and gave Jack a mission. And the mission was to go and check on a town north of Flejos, which Draco Lich misadventures. Because there was some kind of sickness. Yeah, we'll check it out. We'll talk about
We'll
it. Is
think
what I said.
about it.
Yeah, I said we would think about it and possibly check it out on the way home.
100% doing it.
We'll see what happens. All right. So
Next time on.
Jack.
Oh my
Jack
god,
got-
that Draco Lich is
Oh my-
coming right for us.
Jesus fucking
It's
Christ.
coming right at us.
So Jack agrees to take the mission. We all met up at the house and, hey, here's the deal. And then we went and partied. We went and had a party.
Did you say what the mission was for Jack again?
Going up and checking on Panshaw.
Did you say why you were going up checking on Panshaw?
Yeah, because there was a sickness and they haven't heard from them for a
Do
while.
you know what sickness that is?
You have no idea
was-
about a sickness. They just everybody was gone.
Hey, Bones.
No
what's that
word
sickness?
from them.
Dragon's fever.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Second. Yes. So
Fuckers.
Super clutch use of luck last episode.
Very much so.
Like, we got a lot of useful information out of luck use.
yeah, we did. You could just ask them, motherfucker, taking advantage of the noob, rude.
She scratched that from the notes, so that's nowhere to be found.
That didn't happen.
Get scratched from the record.
There's just one page missing from her notes.
Right.
Yeah.
I've seen the book, by the way. I've seen the book that she's writing her notes in, and it's fucking amazing. I have to say, it is amazing.
We all enjoy our games in different ways.
Yeah.
All right, so continuing with recap, because there is some more. We started our journey to Panshaw after eating our breakfast, and as we're walking along, we heard an intense screaming. We found a guy in a clearing who
You
was
sure did.
stuck in the stirrup of a warhorse that was running around.
Whoa.
Razul was able to calm the horse and stop it from running, gave him some, pointers with the training, and I actually got to use first aid. Yes!
Yay, you.
That has a big heart around it.
Yeah! It actually doesn't. It doesn't. But now it's gonna.
First use of first aid success.
Yes. Let's see. We kept going on the road, parted ways with the kid, and then we found a place to make camp. During the first watch, which was Kieran's watch, what are they called? Sturgeons, giant mosquitoes. Razul got 2 of them stuck to him, and Bus got 1 stuck to his arm, and Kieran killed 2 of them.
Shot the shit out of
pretty
him.
So, and then, Harvey killed the last one. We all went back to sleep. Woke up the next morning, continued our journey. It's the middle of the day. We hear a sound of roaring, and we are starting off this session with an encounter.
Yay! So you're walking down the road, and you hear a loud roar. It's not anything anybody has to make an awareness roll for, because it's really fucking obvious that it happened. And you guys look off to the east, and there's a bunch of trees. And above the trees, you see a gout of green. Hold on a second here. Is it green? Let me check real quick. So you see a gout of fire spout out from the top of the trees, and loud roaring, and you hear screaming to go along with it. So loud roar, gout of fire, and screaming. You also hear somebody screaming something. You can't make out what they are saying, but you guys recognize it as some sort of magic spell. But they're not saying it at, they're not like talking at a normal rate. They're screaming it as loud as they can. So you don't understand what spell is being cast, but it's obviously that it's no language that's normal, and it's got to be some sort of a magical spell.
And while you all are comprehending that, Harvey has already taken off because he thinks he's gonna Put an axe in a dragon.
So Harvey takes off running towards the sound like he doesn't even fucking hesitate. You guys are going, wow, what's that? And Harvey's already 5 feet away from you guys, just running at a dead sprint towards the sound.
Ascalabus sighs and follows.
I just
Let's go,
follow.
team.
Draw my mace and let's rock and roll.
All right, so you guys take off running, and how fast are you, Harvey?
I think I took a slight hit from my battle axe, so I think 60. Let me check. Character sheet.
Please tell me I've got this to where.
Yeah, I don't think that I minus my 60. I don't think I minus my 5, so I think I'm 60.
Okay, so can you guys see what's on the screen? Is it all black for you?
Yeah, we can
Oh,
see
I
it.
can see it.
You can see it. All right, so
Oh,
When-
shit.
motherfucker battling some cool ass dudes.
so when you guys come in, you're actually coming in from this. Oh, come on, Harvey. Harvey, did you just appear on the screen?
I do not see myself.
Okay, I'm gonna try and
Okay,
put
back it up.
bus on there. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I see bus.
I see
Okay,
me.
So there's our. Okay, for some
There's
reason
our-
Harvey didn't drop in.
Oh, there they are.
There's
Just
everybody's
putting
favorite
Putting you
dog,
in
man.
now. All right, so let me paint you a
Oh,
word picture
boy.
before you guys move anywhere. Let me get Harvey up there. Bus was second.
But Bus was moving pretty slow, so if somebody's got a quicker speed, that might have been able to
So
pass.
it's probably
Bus.
closer to that, I would guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so you see bad stuff coming from the fingertips of this guy, and it's lighting the dragon up. This guy right here is actually down on one knee, and you see blood gushing from several different places. This guy right here is on the ground, and he's not dead, but oops, what the hell? Oh, do I have them on the wrong layer? Okay, let me go to the map and background layer.
It does look like they are.
Token layer.
Dragon is background.
Token layer. Sorry about that. That's what I get for adding the maps and stuff on there. Token layer. Now I go back to the token layer. So he's actually down on the ground and he looks unresponsive. This guy right here looks very, very bloodied as well, as does this one. As you guys come around the corner, this person right here does something that shoots out. Let me see if I can do an effect here. So let me do. Oh, that's weird. So let's do. I think this is how it does it. Boom! Couple of them, just because. And this guy. Whoops. Select move. This guy right here screams in anger. And then this guy right here raises his sword and brings it down on the head of this guy and almost completely takes its head off, but not quite. And you see it fall to the ground. You guys get here right at the end of what looks to be, it was probably a pretty epic battle. And as it falls to the ground, this guy here goes to one knee, this guy here goes to one knee, and this guy here stumbles a little bit, but starts coming down towards the other people in the group. So that's what's happening right now.
Friends,
Oh,
my
shit.
name is Harvey. These are my other friends, and together we're the adventure party known as Harvey and Friends.
So this guy right here, as you start to speak, I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, but as that happens, this guy starts to speak, or as you start to speak, he gets up off of his knee, turns and faces you, and he's got a wild look in his eyes. This guy is decked out in ribbed plate
Oh boy.
and has a shield.
Someone tells me it's not for my pleasure.
Sam, you look at this guy and you realize he's probably about 13th level, and he is a priest.
Oh, shit. And of course, I'll relay that information.
So how are you
Except
going to
for the
relay
elf.
it? What are you going to say?
Just yell 13th level priest.
Why the fuck not? Yeah, like there you go. There's the information. That's one guy. Their healer needs healing, y'all.
But anyway, you are not included amongst the friends, although I do consider you friends. And what was that, Kieran?
Oh my god.
All right, so he lowers his weapons and
Yeah.
raises his faceplate, and you realize it is not indeed a dude; it's a chick, and
Hey!
she looks at you and says, "Harvey and friends, Harvey and friends."
Oh no, this can go either way.
Indeed, Harvey and friends.
I know not of you.
We're pretty new to the game. Can I offer the services of my healer, Jack, or our healer? I guess I'm kind of the leader, but not really.
Greatly
Lord-
appreciated. Could
Oh,
you
wow.
take care of our downed friend first?
Of course.
Let's. All right.
No pressure, but don't miss the subject.
I'm not even gonna try first aid. I'm just gonna heal him,
Yeah.
and then
Still has a fumble attempt.
yeah, you're not wrong. We're gonna
Oh,
go ahead
boy.
and at full force.
Wow, that's
Ooh,
good
there
full
you go.
force. So
Oh.
There you
you
go.
pull your healing out and you go, holy shit. So a 10, 2 5s, and a 9. That's really well done.
Right.
This person right here just kind of sits down and says, "Oh, thank Naru."
Oh hey.
Wow, that's the first time I've run into a fellow. Practitioner.
Narumite.
So this person right here, let me take this off of there. His eyes flutter and he looks up at you and says, "Huh? Who might you be?"
I am Jack
My
My
Renard.
name is Harvey. These are my
Oh my
friends.
god.
Together we an adventure party known as Harvey and Friends. Him specifically, though, is Jack. His
Just
name
put
is Jack? Yeah, that's how you say that.
Just put a quarter in his butt. He'll play A5.
As my friend Harvey stated, I am Jack. I am a humble acolyte of Nauru, and your priest asked that I heal you.
So as this is going on, this guy right here is taking his sword and hacking at the head of this thing here until it finally comes off. And then he sits down. He's just bone weary. It's been quite the fight.
Right.
But
You in any water? I have my water skin out.
Greatly appreciated, friend. Greatly appreciated. You said your name was Harvey?
Indeed.
So takes the wineskin, and meanwhile this guy is climbing down the rocks, and they're all amongst you. And this guy right here is completely unhurt, but these two, oops, it's the wrong one.
There.
This guy and this guy are both pretty bloodied.
Okay. Jack cast.
Anything I can do to help you guys? You guys can go rest, and I can do whatever you need.
If you could watch over us while we meditate, I personally am out of spell points.
Oh, absolutely. Anything for fellow adventurers.
Yeah, we're more than happy to do so.
Can I see what they all are?
Yeah,
Naru,
this
'cause
person
do I
right
know-
here is a priest of Naru, probably about 13 to 15th level.
Mhm.
This person right here is a fighter of some sort. All you know is fighter. You don't know your heraldry can get it down a little bit, but not quite. You would have to roll to figure out what they are more than their base level.
Okay.
So if you want to roll, you certainly can.
I don't really think that's
Okay.
really necessary.
So
right
this guy is a fighter. They're all about the same level. This guy is a fighter. this guy is a fighter and this guy is a wizard. You would have to roll to figure out what school, but you did see them do some sort of a magical bolt
Right.
Right.
or effect.
Well, I mean, I can try heraldry on the wizard just to see. It's
Yeah.
not necessarily going to mean anything, so.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll it. If you get it, I will tell you what school.
Hey.
He is an elementalist at the very least.
Ooh, cool.
He cast lightning bolt.
It looked to be something like that, yes.
That's
But
fine.
do you do it 3 times in quick succession?
You only came up at the very end. He looks weak, like he's been casting lots of magics.
All right.
So, need first aid because I know
Uh,
one of the fighters get healed. The other two are pretty beat up.
Yeah, this guy right here could use first aid, and this guy right here could use first aid. This guy can't get it anymore because he's been magically healed.
I
Okay.
just made a decision that it would be better to just heal him than try.
Oh no, he was actually pretty close to death.
Right.
Okay, so then I want to try and use first aid on this lady.
No problem. Knock yourself out. Really well done. Go ahead and roll your first aid macro
Oh, right.
if you set it as a macro.
Yes. And then this skill is
25.
5, yes. Whoop, not 252.
So, I mean, considering you did 6 and a 3, so I mean, you're above average with it. And so she thanks you as you bandage her up, but she says, I need to meditate. So she wanders over to here and sits down in a lotus position, not the black lotus, but a lotus position, and starts to meditate. And this guy wanders over here and just fucking collapses in a pile. This guy right here comes up and wants to talk shop.
Oh, fellow adventurer. And what is your name?
I'm getting to that right now.
Please.
Patrick Coring.
Ooh.
Patrick Coring, huh?
Coring, Kohring. Patrick Coring.
Cool. So, how long will your friends be meditating? And do you think they would like a hot meal when they get
It's only
done?
going to take a couple of hours, and then the cleric will be done. The wizard will have to sleep.
Okay.
Right.
So, what brought you to fighting a dragon? I've been gunning for
this
this
thing?
for a
This
while.
little thing? This isn't a dragon. This is just a drake.
Oh, okay. So a baby dragon then?
No, dragons are related to drakes, but they're not quite the same thing. Dragons are much more powerful than this.
Okay, so baby cousin drakes. Or baby cousin dragon.
Sure, he kind of cocks his head at you. They're not the same, but
Yeah, cousins.
fair enough. Fair enough.
All right. Do you also need first aid since we're here?
I could use a patch up if it's not too much trouble.
Nope. I will do my best and pray.
So where do
Oh
you
no.
have?
No problem. Thank you for trying.
Can you use luck on that?
You can if you want. You'd
3
have
luck.
to feel lucky 3 times.
I'll get one. If we want to do this.
All right, yeah, I'll throw in the other 2. It's fine. I'll do it.
Awesome. So you feel lucky,
get
and
him
go
the-
ahead and roll your healing. So you get 8 hit points back. Bust things. Okay, sorry, I wasn't reading chat very much.
You haven't missed much.
Okay.
So,
All right, so he says, "Come, join us by the fire." And
Ooh.
so he goes over here and he actually builds a fire. And Jack already did the feast.
Mm-hmm.
So you can feed 11. You can feed everybody here.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I figured
I was
they
going to
might
ask if you had enough for it, but
that big.
Right. So I mean, the priest just goes over and starts. He doesn't even eat yet, or she doesn't even eat yet. She just starts to intone, and the wizard just plops down, puts his head on a frickin' rock, and starts to sleep. He's very, very tired. So you have the dwarf. He eats his fair share and then some, and then you have this guy, and yeah. So you can talk to him if you want.
I do.
So the dwarf looks at you and goes, "So what are y'all doing out here?" Because he's a dwarf, he's got to have that accent.
Indeed.
Thank you, World of Warcraft.
Well, I mean, I remember like there was like a Warhammer book, Gotrek and Felix, where they had a dwarf with a heavy Scottish accent.
I don't
might
know
have-
where dwarves ever became Scottish in all of the media and stuff.
The red beard.
Right.
I guess that's it. I guess
Yeah.
that's why it's so.
Aye, tis.
I
But we're actually heading to a small town. Which one are we heading to, Jack?
Henshaw?
Penshaw.
You are correct.
Okay, good.
Yeah, we think they might have had a run-in with dry ditch fever.
I personally haven't heard of it. Maybe
It's just-
maybe our priest has. She's the
Well, we're
healer.
not from around here, so we haven't heard of it either until we got this mission to go check it out.
Until we made it up last week.
That was a joke. I love that he's playing it up.
Right. So good luck with that. We've got to take the head of this big beastie back to another place. That's.
Really? Nothing to say about that, Harvey?
I was kind of waiting. I mean, there was a silence.
I know.
I asked where to.
Oh, we didn't hear you say
I
that.
forgot out. Where to?
Let me get the town name. Where'd it go? Oh no, where'd it go? I lost the town name. I'm gonna have to do another town name. La. I had it.
I mean, if you've told us it's in Sam's book.
No.
I didn't because you just met them.
Right.
The town's called Ham.
Ham.
It's Hampshire.
You know what? It's now called Hampshire. We've got to go back to Hampshire.
Oh my god.
In the state of Ham.
So the town's name is Hampshire. It's not the new Hampshire. It's the old Hampshire.
Wait, what's,
They have a bar called the Salty Bork.
Yes,
God.
it's run. It's actually the Salty Bork, and it's run by a Canturi.
It's next to the Fatback Inn.
Nice.
I love it.
do you have a a lot of ham there? Are you thanking for the ham?
There's ham there.
Is it?
Best damn ham in the world.
Ooh.
Oh god.
A less famous adventuring crew?
Are you asking?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I think Zach is taking a shower because it suddenly got very loud and watery above my head. Did you ask if they are an adventuring crew?
No. If they have jobs for if Hampshire has works for a lower level crew.
Oh well.
I mean, if they weren't an adventuring crew, this is
Dunno.
why.
Haven't looked for any for a long time that low.
would like to go to a place that's famous for its ham.
You can find no
Where's
better
that?
ham. Ain't no better ham to be found anywhere.
And now
Where
this,
exactly?
this is just crazy, but
It's ham so nice they named it twice.
could it be that it's a weird pronunciation of hand pie,
No.
and you're
No.
very famous for your hand pie?
Nay, no, not at all.
So
So,
where is
How are
it?
the hand pies there?
where is it? It's on the other continent.
Oh shit. Okay.
Continent to the east.
Oh, we're from another continent.
Aye?
Yeah,
Are you now?
we are.
Map in background. Text. Make sure that this is going to be yellow.
Are you
We're
gonna
gonna
make me
be-
go all the way back to the very beginning of my notes to see where we came from?
I mean, it would be about midway.
It's Perth, wasn't it?
It would be the second thing, the second meeting.
No, you're from Telluria.
Telluria, that's what it was.
Yeah. We're from Telluria.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, I mean, you're probably not going to be hearing too much about it. It's been overtaken by some sort of darkness? Was
Really?
it yeah.
Aye,
like,
you don't say.
Yeah.
You don't really know what it is or what caused it.
So you're saying that this is something dangerous?
Oh, maddeningly so. Like, I believe
Lots of
Aye.
refugees.
I believe that all the, I mean, last I heard, the kingdom had fallen, and
Ooh.
it's all meant for themselves.
Ooh. You've done piqued my interest, lad.
Oh,
Might be worth checking out.
it is.
So he pulls out a piece of paper and a quill, and he starts to write down everything you say. Tell me more about this place.
I mean, I traveled a bit of it because I was in the army. Really vibrant place. I wasn't able to really know what the darkness was myself. I was going to face it, but then it all went dark, and I woke up on a ship headed here. But if you do go, if you could find my wife Pickles, let her know that Harvey Goodson is on his way back to her.
He's writing it
And
down.
He's outsourcing this
So
now.
he looks at you and he says, "Tell me more about your homeland. Paint me a word picture, lad."
Oh boy.
Yeah, bitch. Paint him a word picture.
Ah,
Do your
Well-
best, motherfucker.
well,
It took me 4 fucking levels to get revenge on you, but I'm gonna do it.
very well. Let me tell you about the greatest town in the world, Gooden Town.
Oh, good town.
Yeah, you're asking for this now.
I am.
Remember
This is all my fault.
Well, hold on. Pause the game real quick. Since Harvey's gonna go and do his thing, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be back in like 10 minutes.
Okay.
I think that should be enough time.
And in actuality, you remember you're from the town called Pilar. It's not called
Yes.
Goodinson. You already know the town you're from is called
No.
Pilar.
Yeah, no, it's not. I mean, that's a human name for it. The
Oh,
Guardian
I see.
is
you-
Gooden Town.
You do you, boo.
All right, I'll be back.
You know, it was a small village.
It's a pretty good sized
Yeah,
town. I mean, I already told you all this. Sorry.
I do not remember any of this.
Okay. Well, it was a long time ago.
It was. You know, small. So anyway, why don't you give me the basics of it, and I can fill out the
Well, I'll tell you
My
what.
smithy.
Let me do this. Let me pull it over. You are from Pilar right here.
To see this. Oh wow! Yeah, we were out in the boonies there. Yeah, so we're from Pilar. The Cantari called it Gooden Town. Small village, maybe only or maybe only 1,000 people live there. We mostly it was a fishing village. Jack grew up fishing out there, and I made my living as a smith. We mostly did stuff that people needed on ships, pulleys, new tackle, new poles as they needed it.
Jack.
And
He's like, if I reincarnate this thing, maybe it'll kill us all and shut Harvey up.
and however, I went all around there. I actually did a brief stint in the Maw as when I was with the army. Hellish place, utterly awful. I have no doubt that's where the darkness came from.
So Harvey is talking to the dwarf, who, by the way, says his name is Orit Ironview.
Ooh.
And Sammy's not here, so let me write that out. Dwarf Orit Ironview. And I spelled Ironview wrong. Does anyone object?
Yeah.
Or reject? You put.
You're right. I'm just.
Okay. So I gotta see if anybody hears you saying that.
I am short.
Yeah, the fighter looks horrified. He's like, "You want to raise this thing? It would be really hard without a head."
I mean, we're already dealing with magic. Wouldn't the
Imagine.
Wait,
head regenerate?
yeah, wait a minute. Can I? Oh, no, I don't have that spell yet.
Yeah, imagine the noises it can make.
Yeah, prefer not to have to kill it again.
Don't raise the thing.
God, if only I had a fucking occult magic, I could use regeneration to bring its head back.
It would be like Hercules after he lops the head off the thing.
The Hydra.
The Hydra, yeah. All right, so Harvey's talking to the dwarf, and the dwarf is writing all sorts of stuff down.
We call it the old 88 because his member was as long as 88 copper pieces.
Right. So, boss, what are you doing? You're kind of sitting under a tree, looking around right now.
Yeah, kind of just looking around. Pretty much most of this time, I'd pop down to get food. I just figured it wouldn't be worth the movement.
Right.
But then I'd come up, much like how Razul was looking this way.
Right.
Bus is going to kind of keep his head on a bit of a swivel to look back here and also look over here.
Right.
Figure
So
with a little bit of high ground.
you figure that only other humanoids or intelligent creatures would probably come by, because the sound that this thing was making scared all of the normal creatures away.
Fair.
Kind of thing. Like, there's no birds in the trees around you right now. They're all like,
Sure.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
But in the words of Razul, there's one, there might be others.
That's true. It's a good point. So you talk to these guys for a while, and you get the impression that they came from Hampshire. This thing here had been terrorizing some villages, and they tracked it down to here. They say that they finally found it in an open lava vent, and that's where this thing had been living. And they tracked it down to here, and they got into this fight, and they finally killed it. So now they'll be resting up and getting ready to go and heading back. You talk for a couple of hours, and after 2 hours, this girl right here, her eyes uncross, and she stops doing her thing, and she says, "Oh, perfect." And so she walks over and casts spells on him and herself. Her name is Sarah Kiner.
You cut out on
Keine.
the-
Oh, Sarah Kiner. Keiner.
Okay.
And so she casts healing, and Jack is blown away at how fast the wounds heal up.
Right.
And she looks over at Jack and says, "Ah, a fellow priest of Nauru, I see." And you realize that you really, did you say anything about being, yeah, you did say something about being a priest
Right.
of Nauru.
A fellow acolyte of Nauru.
Yes, so she sits down with you and starts to talk shop. Is there anything specific you wanted to ask or tell, or just talk about philosophies of your god in a deeper manner than you would any of the other people in your party?
I'm just more in awe of meeting somebody who's that far along in their journey, because I haven't really run into anybody this powerful.
Right. I mean, these people are fucking loaded for bear. I mean,
Right.
they
Yeah.
all wear top-notch stuff, and
I was expecting fighter when you're like, yeah, she's wearing ribbed plate. I'm like, oh, that's the fighter. You're like, and that's the priest. I'm like, oh shit, that's the priest.
make an insight roll.
Oh god. I actually got it. Wow.
So she's wearing a let me get to it in armor. She is wearing a knight's helm,
Okay.
which you realize is very difficult to do for a priest.
Right. So what you're telling me is she's stupid powerful. Because basically
Well, yeah. So these guys are all
the what am I trying to say? The flaw of basically having, her connection with Nauru cut.
right. And you guys are watching, and this guy right here with his blade, he's got his blade out, and he's using a whetstone, and he's making sure that it's oiled and sharpened and everything. And as he's doing that, you realize, holy crap, that thing is an iron greatsword. So he's polishing it down with a cloth and everything. These guys are just really fucking beyond your,
Yeah, they're epic level.
I wouldn't say epic level, the level 13 to 15, you don't know approximately where, but
Right.
yeah, they're super above your level.
Right.
Baby cousin dragon.
Yeah, did you use your daddy's money to get that sword?
Do you say that?
Sure.
All right,
Oh, God.
roll your charisma.
Oh, no. Under or additive?
Under.
Pick that fight, Eric.
Yeah, that's about right.
Oh my god!
Oh no!
That's about right.
Oh my god! So you look at this guy and you sneer it. Like, you look at him and you get this sneer on your face and you go, your fucking daddy buy you that sword? You buy that sword with your daddy's money? And then you derisively laugh. And he immediately leaps up off of his feet and he says, "Do you think you are man enough or lizard enough to back up those words of yours?"
I asked you a question. I didn't challenge you.
Harvey laughs.
But I mean, you were
dry sense of humor.
I just simply asked where you got the money to get the iron weapons.
so roll your charisma again.
Sure.
Oh no!
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh
Oh,
my
okay.
God.
So you immediately start backing away from what you were
Yeah, no.
saying, and
I'm giving him the razzle dazzle bullshit, confusing talk.
right, and he's like totally mollified, and part of the reason that he's mollified is there's no real reason for you guys to come in and help them out and then start insulting them.
Yeah.
So he He glares at you, but he sits back down. He puts his sword away, but he doesn't say anything else, but he's going to continue to sit there and glower at you.
Fine, I will sit and glower back.
So
Hard to
they
really
just
grip
so
on
they
his
just sit there and stare at each other hatefully. Like hate fucking each other with your eyes.
Eh,
That could be a good time.
So Razul and Jack is talking shop. Kieran, what are you going to be doing?
I'm just hanging out listening to Herbie, I guess.
Hanging out listening to Harvey. Razul, what are you doing besides laughing around with Jack about... I see you're climbing on the back of the thing.
He threw me up on top of it, actually.
Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't see
Jack
that.
helped him up.
He rode the strength for it, too. So...
Oh, is that why that was for? Okay, I didn't see that.
He
Yes.
threw me up on
So
it.
you're jumping on top of it and you're like, wee!
Yeah, pretty much.
All
I'm
right.
actually touching it, thinking if I can control this thing or not if I raised it.
As big and powerful as this thing is, you think you would probably be steamrolled pretty heavily, considering you don't have the ride skill.
I am just understanding what I can do through my hands, Dave.
Through your hands. This is it's almost hot to the touch. This thing. There's steam issuing from where its head used to be.
Well, it's hanging out in lava.
I mean, it's not burning you because it's dead.
I mean,
but
I'm laying down on top of it right now, so...
right. So it's like if you were one of the kids in Jurassic Park laying down on top of the Triceratops as it's breathing, except for it's not breathing. But you think that if it were alive, you might be taking damage from its heat.
I'm gonna yell down, I wonder if these scales are worth anything.
Gotta be, right? Are they worth anything?
Are they worth anything? So you would have to find your monster lore.
Oh yes, monster lore. What a moment.
Let me just roll my intelligence.
You would have to feel lucky twice.
Oh.
Nope.
Yeah, fine. I'll feel lucky twice.
Oh, all right. So this is what they call a lava drake.
Makes sense.
And you get to roll a d6 to find out how many questions you can ask.
Right. Geez.
Yes, Queen.
So you get 3 questions that you can ask about a lava drake.
So clearly, does it have? Is any part of it valuable for sale to merchants?
As a matter of fact, Let me find it.
Oh, the bung is used as an imitation calamari.
That's exactly what it is. It's the bung. That's actually not real. Let me pull up. Blah, 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 blah.
Have you ever had a Drake's bung, boy?
What the fuck?
You'll never go back. A Drake's
my
bum.
You ever stared a Drake in his brown eye?
God damn it.
Right, exactly.
Once you go Drake, in pleasure you will bake.
What the fuck? Dad, figure it out. Hurry up.
I'm figuring it out.
I don't want this to keep going.
What? You don't want to keep let us keep talking about eating the ass of a
So, you realize so your question is, are any parts of this worth anything?
Right.
That's your question. All right, Owls, we'll talk to you later, bud. Are any
Bye.
Bye. I love you. Bye.
Bye. So the scales are not worth anything. The teeth are not worth anything. However, if you can get some of the blood, it could be used in alchemy.
Huh.
Oh. Well, that I can work.
Well, that was a choice.
Hey guys, do you need the blood of this thing?
You've got 2 more questions.
Guys, anything else you want to know about it?
How wide is its
How do
perineum?
Our lava drake's one of the only creatures in the world that eats ass for pleasure.
How many health points does this thing have?
Yeah, how many health points does it have, Dave?
Well, this thing has 480.
Oh boy. It just out
Oh
of
shit.
curiosity. Anybody have anything else? Otherwise, I have one stupid question.
That
Go ahead.
explains why,
Yeah.
4 level 13s.
Right. Dave, what's its like natural AC?
Oh, so what's its ABS?
Yeah, ABS. I'm sorry.
Minus 25.
Jesus
Oh, yeah.
Christ.
You and the horse you rode in on minus 25. You gotta hit it like a fucking freight train to even do any damage.
You
Well,
are
to be
correct,
fair, not
sir.
really.
Minus 25?
For ABS,
It
I mean,
soaks
I can-
25 points of damage.
I do a bastard sword, which is 4d10 plus 16.
Wait, what?
I do 4d10 plus 16, according to...
An
Yeah,
iron
like that.
greatsword base does 5d10 plus 10, and that's not counting their combat level.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So think about that.
So, while a monk may have a little bit of an issue, but even then,
So, but my point being is it soaks like Harvey does on average between 20 to 30. So it soaks half to
it
2.
serves Harvey.
Oh yeah, I would have fucked the entire party up, but luckily it wasn't attacking the party.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that was my point. Like,
Yeah, no, it's
like,
still a lot of
it's not
damage.
a big deal. Minus 20, whatever. I'm going
It's
like
still a lot
dude,
of damage.
half of his damage.
I'm gonna jump down. Ha!
So you slide down the leg.
Right.
Fun to ride
Slap it
one
with
of
some
them.
duct tape. Takes a lot of damage.
That's right. This bad boy right here.
Takes so much damage.
Right.
Dude, so much
Anyway.
damage in this trunk.
As Kieran asked, are y'all needing the blood for anything?
Let's see. Well, we could use some of it, but there's a lot of blood in this here thing. He slaps the top of it.
Mind if
So
I
much
grab it?
blood in this.
Oh,
Jack,
God.
can we use your bottles?
I was
Oh,
actually
most
gonna-
definitely. I was planning on taking,
If they don't care,
No, go right ahead. That's perfectly fine.
I'm gonna pour out one of my water.
You need my
skins
water
and
skin?
fill it up.
It would eat through a water skin. This needs to be a
Oh.
glass bottle or a metal bottle.
I have the
Yeah.
Why would it eat? Okay.
Do you
What
have
kind
a
of
glass
metal
bottle?
bottle's made
Oh,
out
yeah,
of
no,
in
I'm
this
carrying
world?
them. I can't remember how many I have.
Is it only iron that's really valuable, or is all metal really hard to come by?
All metal, some extent.
Well,
right?
all metal's worth a lot, but iron's very hard to find. That's why iron is worth so much. But again, I mean, there's copper, silver, and gold. That's like a normal fantasy setting. So
Mhm.
that type of metal isn't that bad. It's just iron. So
Okay.
steel is really, really hard to find. Things like that.
No, I was just wondering what the metal bottles were made out of.
Oh, Jack, I don't think you have.
Oh, no, I
bottles,
haven't
actually.
got bottles yet. No.
No, you have 2 vials of
Yeah.
ink, so you could dump the ink out probably.
You can't be popping bottles?
Yeah, you'd probably have to pour out your ink.
Wouldn't that, like, screw up the
You can watch that.
blood, I worry?
The what?
Well, because the vials are full of ink, so it's possible it would screw up the blood, wouldn't it?
Well, pour water into your ink vial.
Right.
Let's
can
just
wash
say
them.
though the blood would probably overpower the ink.
Okay.
Sure.
Turn that bitch up.
I'm gonna empty out my ink vial too, so we have 3 empty vials to
Okay.
use.
So you can get 2d6 vials if you can get the that much. Okay, you ready?
Okay.
So the most vials you can get is 9. If you can come up with 9 glass vials, you can do it.
Okay, so we have 3.
Yes.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Let me see if Harvey invested heavily in bottles for some reason.
Hey, any of y'all got some bottles I could buy off you?
I'm going to only give that about a 15% chance that they have any that they would be willing to give you.
I'd buy.
So, yeah, we have D6 of them that we can part with.
If 3.
So
And I'll buy
here's
all
here's
three.
3. I'll just you don't have to pay us for them.
I'd buy.
Empty bottles I've
You
used.
you healed our fighter.
So we get okay. I'll carry 2 of them.
I mean, I could carry all the
I
all the
want to
files.
carry 2 of them. I have stuff I need to do with them.
So they
I see.
gave us 3. So we
Yes.
have 6 vials.
Total of
just
6
what now?
vials.
Blood
Cool.
of lava drake vial. Cool.
Interesting.
Right.
I have.
Now you realize that the leather itself, like the skin of it, a leather worker would probably want this, but you don't know how much it's like. You don't know anything about how much it's worth, but you figure that it's probably a rare type of hide.
Would my hunting be able to? skin
Hunting
this
is exactly what you would use to skin this thing.
thing? But I don't have a knife.
You'd have a knife.
Okay.
Well, and
Everybody
yeah,
got a knife.
Everybody's got a
they-
knife because that's your eating
Okay.
implement.
Would they allow us to?
They've got what they came for. They're taking the head.
Fuck it. Rolling it. Doing
there
it.
you go.
All right, so you have. I'm gonna say. So what would I do? Square yards? You think?
Yeah.
3 foot.
Leather would be in yardage.
How big's the drake?
So I'm gonna give you D20 square yards,
Ooh.
but it's gonna be heavy.
Yeah,
I'll
that makes
carry
sense.
it.
So each square yard is probably going to be 5
This
pounds.
is what Harvey was built for.
That
Yeah, this is what Harvey is built for.
okay.
You
Yeah,
think
I
that's
can
you think that's
carry-
too much?
No.
No,
no,
I can.
that makes sense.
What
I
are you
can-
talking about? A yard
Oh
of
my
yard?
god!
So you can carve 11 square yards off this thing.
Well, I
I
know
mean,
what I'm
like,
doing.
I can
Right.
carry it all.
You're gonna have to sit here a full day to let it cure.
And I'll do it.
Okay.
I
if
can carry it
everybody's okay
all.
with that.
I got no
Yeah.
place to go.
Okay. So that's gonna be 55 additional pounds.
Do you think I'm going to
Yeah.
run off with the 11 yards of leather?
Hmm?
I don't know. Kieran seems very suspicious of Harvey. offering
It only took me 20 times to actually get it out of my mouth.
No, I mean,
That's what she said.
That's exactly what she said.
yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know what the joke is.
I get it. Don't worry. Anyway, let's do this.
All right.
Oh,
Montage of me
so-
just fucking
by the
killing
way,
this-
I got to tell you, I went through my exam today, and the guy that was going to draw my blood was just this young guy who's like in his early 20s, probably. And he goes, "Okay, now you're going to feel a little prick." And I said, "Hey, that was my wife's wedding vow." And he went, "Really?"
Oh my
I went,
god!
I went, "No, it's a joke, dude." He's like,
You want to know
"Okay,
the joke I always said when I was drawing blood?
what's that?"
Now, don't you worry. No matter how badly this goes, I'm going to come out of this just fine. Anyway.
He asked me if I preferred which arm, and I said, "No, I'm ambidextrous."
Oh, that's
Dad joke. But he said,
good. No,
"You're
that's
gonna feel a little prick," and I'm like, "Well, hey, that was my wife's wedding vow," and he totally thought I was serious. I'm like, "Are you kidding me? What the fuck?" That
I
was
mean,
obviously a joke.
I don't know. Maybe you just thought you had a small penis.
A tiny penis. Yeah. Sorry, that's what it reminded me of. Anyway,
Maybe you have real SDE.
short dick.
Small dick.
Small dick energy. That's me.
Yeah.
All right, so there's a montage of 8 hours of Razul going ham with his knife. Right, because I mean you're cutting into this thing, and at first it looks like you're going to be destroying everything, but you're taking care to A, not burn the shit out of yourself, and B, get as much off as you can. And of course, there's some of it that you don't get.
He just
Who
mangles
wants to? So I'm gonna have Jack do another monster lore.
Okay.
Can we?
I got it.
Okay, so Jack, with your monster lore, you realize that this probably could be edible, but it's gonna take a cooking skill to be able to do. It's like
Razul.
blowfish kind of thing.
You want me to try to
Can
cook you some food?
I, Dave?
Yes, you can
can
Dave
I-
all you want.
Thank you. Can I take a section uncooked and try poison lore?
Can you do poison lore? Yeah, so you look at the meat and well, okay, so Jack tells you that it's poisonous. So just go ahead and make a poison lore.
Yeah,
Okay,
you made it.
you realize that it's not poisonous. It's just
Not good. Okay.
it's deadly to eat, but not because of poison, but because more of its acidic qualities.
Sure.
What marinates itself?
Right, that kind of thing. So does any of you have cooking?
No, of
I
course
have
not.
prepared food.
You have prepared food.
Yes, I do.
So Razul soaked in the blood.
Right. So Razul's like up to his elbows in the. Well, actually, he's not. That's one
No,
of the
I'm
things
not.
he's doing is making sure he doesn't get into it because it could burn him. It's kind of acidic.
All these useless skills are finally coming around.
So if you want to try and cook some up over the fire, you will know, unless you fumble, you will know whether it's edible or not. So you cook it up and you just don't have the skill to cook this to where you would need to be able to eat it.
Going back to town with my knife.
So there you go. They say we're gonna stay here for the night. The wizard is over there just sawing logs already.
They probably think I'm an odd one.
The cleric lays down and starts to sleep as well because you can meditate and get your spell points back, but you still need to sleep.
Sure.
So as night falls, one of them is still going to stay up. I mean, you helped them, and they realize you can't do too much to them, but they're not going to trust you enough to sleep around you, all of them.
Right.
So either this fighter or the dwarf will be up at all times during this. But it's yeah, they're going to go to sleep.
I'm gonna continue working on my trade, so
Yeah, so it doesn't. You're done, and then are you guys gonna keep watch as well? Or are you gonna go to sleep? What are you guys gonna do?
I would definitely like to keep watch.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically,
I-
one person from each party is up at all times.
yeah,
Yeah.
because I don't need a rest, so I can be up.
That makes sense. I mean, if these guys wanted to kill you, it wouldn't matter.
Right.
Right.
They'd kill us anyway.
They would just,
Unless they're playing a long con.
unless they're playing a long con. Yes, they. Well, and that's one thing. I do want you to know this. If you want to, if you have the disguise skill, you can disguise yourself so anybody with heraldry will think you're a different class and level.
Mm,
And then you would have an opposed roll with their disguise versus your heraldry.
makes sense.
But since you met them how you met them, they're probably not trying to obfuscate their class and level.
Sure.
I mean, adventurers are a untrustworthy people.
The live ones are.
Yeah.
All right. So what I heard was Bus, Harvey, and Razul want to keep watch.
Yeah.
Cool. Kieran gets a full night of sleep for once.
Yay! Kieran
I'm
gets
gonna
to
keep
sleep.
poking and prodding at this fucking thing because it just interests me.
Okay, so you do that for the length of your watch, and the next day dawns bright and clear. Actually, halfway through the night, this guy wakes up and starts to mill around. He grabs some stuff out of his pack and he eats it because the food's already gone. He just sits there and stares into the fire. Doesn't really say too much. So, yeah. There you go. Everybody wakes up the next morning. These guys say, "Well, Harvey and friends, it was good making your acquaintance."
During the night.
What's that?
I mean, obviously, I would be chatting with my new buddy all throughout the night.
Well,
What do they have?
yeah, in hushed tones so you don't wake anybody up.
I mean, obviously,
Yes.
Harvey knows when to be quiet.
Since when?
You guys realize that this person here, the cleric of Naru, is the leader. And this is an adventuring group called the Blessed Battalion.
Of course.
Right.
Oh, gross.
And forgive me, Dave. Did we hear where they were stationed out of?
Yes, you did.
Hampshire.
Hampshire.
Thank you.
Which is not known for its hand pies. I want that to be noted.
No,
Yeah,
it's
I wasn't aware of if that was the from or the destination, so that's why I was asking.
oh, gotcha. And that's not even well known for its ham. Does anybody have history?
I don't think so.
No.
Okay, so nobody has history. Nobody knows about Hampshire.
Hang on.
Yeah, get it, son.
Yeah, I know about Hampshire. Tell me.
So, you heard about Hampshire. Hampshire, they deal. I mean, it's a very big trade place. They've got really nice docks. They're known primarily for their navy, and their main export that you know of is beef. They've got the finest beef that anybody knows about.
Of course.
So they're known
Of
for
course, with a name like Hampshire.
Right.
Yeah, the Hampshire Dockhawk. Yeah.
They also are known for having good tobacco, but like if somebody says Hampshire tobacco, it's not like fall all over yourself good. It's just, oh, okay, so it's gonna be decent.
It's like Kentucky bourbon. Like you're not exactly sure.
Hey, bro. You do know where I'm from, right?
I know. I'm giving you shit.
We have some shitty bourbon.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah,
Well, you
just
know
because
what
it came
it's
from the
called?
state don't mean it's the best.
bourbon.
All right, so plan your next move. Zach is out of the bathroom. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back.
All right, be right back.
Okay.
So we're murdering Harvey, right? We've made that
Yeah,
decision.
pretty much.
Okay,
That's
just
the game.
checking.
I'm just talking to Karen about handling the leather with care.
I legitimately out of character seriously thought that when the knight turned out to be a priest, I'm like, oh, it's a paladin. This is a paladin group. They're here to fight this horrible monster. I was like, thank God it's not that.
No, they had a wizard.
Doesn't mean anything. Paladins can have cohorts.
Even with all of that leather, I can still carry 20
yeah.
pounds.
He must
I
be
can carry a
shaving.
lot.
He's still in there.
It's great. Don't worry. I mean, we handle my.
You should have peed in the sink and asserted dominance, Dave.
Okay. Next time. I will do that next time. Well, you mean pee in the sink while locking eyes with him?
Absolutely. I brought you into
That's
this world. I can
different.
take you out.
That is a different kind of father-son relationship that I don't want to know
Really,
about.
really is, isn't it?
All I can think of is a dad squatting over the fucking.
Yeah.
What the fuck, Wada?
And his kid just in front of him.
Just looking at you. You came from my balls, boy, and that's where you may go.
But he didn't. All right, I just heard the door open. I'll be right back.
I know
That's
you didn't.
That's the fucking worst. Can we not?
I won't.
Eric, I pictured it.
I'll
Where you
stop.
came
I'll
from,
stop
boy.
elaborating.
I also want to point out I am his only biological child. So,
Sure.
can we?
That's
not?
why we'll stop. That's why we'll stop. I swear.
Yeah, thanks.
No, we had this conversation at the end of Saturday's game, and I was made aware of this fact, and I felt very stupid.
Oh, you don't know that?
Not very many people know about. No.
Yeah, no, like
Oh.
your dad didn't make a point of it. I made a dumb joke, not like a mean joke like that, and like
Yeah.
your dad's like, "Well, I didn't make him." I'm like, "Okay, sorry, didn't know that." Like, what is he,
Oh.
your brother? Jesus.
No, we don't. I mean, we don't really talk about it because it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Zach, he's brother, he's son.
he's a
doesn't
son.
really-
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, dad is
Your
his dad.
dad's
He adopted
your
him.
dad's
Right.
your dad's the only dad that he's known. So.
Yeah.
Yup.
And just to think, I was about to jump headlong into this drink before y'all said it might burn me.
That would have been hilarious. You come out looking like fucking Deadpool.
You've
Oh.
ever gone? You've ever entered a drake through the perineum, boy?
The
Did you not hear
perineum, Jesus.
God.
Did you not see
All
me
right, it's a
go and look
lizard
up?
as a kawaka.
Yeah. The drake tank.
Oh my god.
All right, so we heading out of here.
Love
Saying
you, Will.
goodbyes, getting on the road.
Come on.
Yeah.
In the morning.
Gotta wait
already-
for.
And I'm back.
I'm
No,
back.
it's Harvey. Gotta wait for the DM too.
Oh, I'm back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm back.
Jesus, Dave, man, you must piss like a fucking fire hose. Holy crap.
Yeah, no, he is efficient.
I'm a quick pisser.
Damn.
I mean, you
Shotgun that shit.
It's like power pooping at
Well,
Are you
okay,
sure?
so the problem is I have a very
would you
small
forget
bladder,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
and it fills up very fast. So I always feel like I've got to pee.
You
He
also
doesn't have
drink
to
a
walk
shit
as
ton of
far to the
water.
toilet because his dick is so huge.
That water's cold and deep too.
That's the kind of hype you need from your friends.
That's right. That's it. He is a hype man. Oh, by the way,
Yay.
Eric, after we
Yes.
get done tonight, stay online and I'll pull up my other character and
Sure,
show
sure.
you what's going on. Then we can talk about it and get the secret and things like that.
Okay, cool.
All right, cool. Anyway, so they get up in the morning, they break their fast, and they say, "Well, Harvey and friends,
Pleasure.
it was very, very nice meeting you all, and I hope our paths cross again one day. If you are ever in Hampshire, please go to the Adventurers Hall and ask about us, and they will send you directly to our abode."
Oh my goodness, that is amazing. If you are ever in the town we are from, look us up. Everybody there,
Coventry.
What town is that, Harvey?
you know, the one that we're from, that we told you about.
We're currently in
Coventry.
Coventry.
Coventry. Lovely place
Oh,
this
Coventry,
time of
yeah,
year.
not Coventry.
Jeez.
Yeah, you
That
can go to
place we're
the,
from. With
We
that
can go to
person
the-
that we know.
the 2 or 3 bars that we haven't either burned down or blacklisted.
Godspeed, the Blessed Brigade.
And to you, Harvey and friends. Doink, 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 doink. And
May
that's pretty much
Carlos
gone there
Light
too.
do whatever it does.
So the wizard.
They fucking teleport the body too?
Yeah,
No,
they're
it's just gone because it's cut up into
We've
little
been
pieces all over the
hacking
place.
that
There's
out.
nothing else you could do with the body.
No, I'm just
Mm.
like,
Drake slurry.
So,
Drake
Razul, roll me a magic lore.
Oh, no.
Okay, I roll magic lore. I failed.
All right.
You didn't botch though.
It's really kind of obvious because the wizard starts to intone something, and a gate opens up,
oh wow.
and they all walk through the gate.
Damn.
Cool.
So you realize that they cast portal.
Well, he's seen it, so he's like,
Yeah,
We
you
don't
didn't
know what
know
it is.
what he was
"Oh, yeah, they
casting.
used Portal.
You didn't know what he was casting until it appeared, and then you went, "Oh, that was portal."
Ben, what are you cracking up about?
Yeah.
Just like you see someone like cast like this thing, this portal appear, and they walk through it and disappear, and you're like, lightning bolt.
That must have been whirlwind. And
So
so
I'm
you
seeing
realize that is not an elementalist spell.
Sorcerer spell.
So that guy is like you in that he's got multiple schools.
Or he has
Dead
a
razor.
ring. Or a fucking thing that is enchanted, Dave.
Or he might have a magic item, but if it was a magic item, he probably wouldn't have intoned a spell. He just would have activated an item.
Unless he wanted us to appear like he was.
That's true. That could be why you didn't recognize it. He
Yeah.
could have been going, "This
Why
is
me,
all
why me?"
bullshit!" Boom, and then it appears.
Why me?
That's like he's doing like jazz scat singing, and then it
Yeah.
appears.
It's the spells he's not casting.
Right.
All right, let's head to the road, guys.
All right. So you get back on the road. That was an interesting little diversion. So
I know, I have to
Palandro.
climb up on a drake and stick my hands on it.
Yes.
Is the best you ever had.
Oh,
All right,
You
so
just
you
got-
get to the bridge that you know leads over the river, and you're probably only a few miles from Falejos. Are you planning on just walking right through the town and hoping
Are you-
nobody recognizes you? What are you going to do?
No,
quick.
we're going
fucking lemon
around.
tart? We are walking through that town. I'm going to have me some of them fucking lemon tarts.
Nobody's
Oh,
gonna sell any
God.
to you.
They didn't have lemons last time.
That's true.
And if they do, they're not gonna sell it to you this time.
I am all for walking through this town with you, Harvey.
Oh God.
God
Let's
damn
go
it.
build
Give
other
it to me.
plans.
So Harvey goes, Kieran says, "I think we should go around the town." Harvey goes, "No, I want some lemon cakes." And Razul goes, "Yeah, all right, sounds good."
Oh God.
Hey, Jack, where are we going so I don't have to walk with them?
I'm going with them, man. Screw this.
Ah, son of a bitch.
I'm gonna hang back with Bus. Hey,
Yeah.
I got a hood on my thing. I think I'm gonna pull that up.
Yeah, no, yeah.
We're gonna pull our hoods up and hang out in the back.
I am walking through this town like I own the fucking place.
All right,
I'm
so
gonna-
you guys start walking through the town. You get like just past. If you remember this wasn't a walled city. So you start walking past some of the outer buildings, and you know there's always a. It's not really a suburbs. It's like a shanty town on the outskirts kind of thing. And you start to walk through there, and you take like 3 steps in it, and you start to hear whispering. And you realize that, oh yeah, they remember you.
Hello.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I got this covered, everybody.
Ah,
Hello!
Oh,
My
boy.
name is Barney. These are my compatriots. And together, we are the sewer cleaning crew known as Barney and Compatriots.
okay, so I want you to roll.
Intelligence for
Insight.
acting.
Awareness.
No, what would that be? So let's
Oh, for him? to
have you do
that?
charisma.
Oh, God.
We are Barney and Barney and compatriots. That's it. Yeah. So it's obvious that you're just making, like you're making up names and stuff because you're fumbling over your words. You're forcing your smile. It's
that mojo I did when I did that interrogation with this exact same lie.
right. Exactly.
Eric.
Are you really?
Can I ride you?
You probably
Absolutely
could.
not. Absolutely not. You
All right,
would.
so you guys,
I mean, he is a biggin. He might be confused.
he is a biggin.
I want to jump on your back and be like, yeah.
So as you're walking into the town proper, you've got a little bit of a following.
Mm,
Oh
Um,
shit.
Mostly it's like urchins and like nobody's throwing stuff yet, but you do hear muttering, and the muttering is getting louder and a little bit angrier. And instead of turning left to go to the mayor's house, you just keep going through town.
Right.
Are you planning on stopping and trying to buy anything in the marketplace?
No.
Yeah,
Nope.
I came here for a lemon cake. I'm gonna try and get a fucking lemon cake.
The rest of
Oh,
us
we're
are
gonna fucking
moving.
die.
You
All
don't have
right.
to stick with him, you know. He can.
Oh, God!
Yep.
Yes! We are all out of lemons! And they slam the thing down, shut the front of their stall. And so there's a sign that says lemon cakes. And I rolled to see the percentage chance to see if they'd have lemons. And I rolled a 98 again.
This town's supply chain is absolutely borked.
Right. The supply chain in this town is not very good. They have no lemons. They have no lemon cakes. And you don't know whether that's being truthful or whether or not they're just saying that because that's you, Barney and compatriots.
Kieran, take this
Yes.
blanket, hop on my shoulders. We're just going to appear to be a 8-foot tall Cantari, and we'll see if they sell us any lemon cakes.
Harvey, I think we've passed the point. Harvey, I think we're past that point. They know. They would know. We should just go.
Jack shakes his head and just keeps walking.
Yeah,
Bus
I'm
also.
gonna walk away.
Are you galloping, Bus?
Yes.
So, what are you doing, Razul?
I announced to the
I'm
town.
just walking with Jack. I'm just.
Okay, so Harvey, what are you announcing to the town?
Listen up, Filet House. I will have one of your lemon cakes.
I will have a lemon cake.
I will die trying.
Okay, we need. Can somebody? Shit.
Nobody.
Hang on.
That's
Everybody
right.
can shit.
Egress from the town.
All right, so you take out. I will, as God is my witness, I will have a lemon cake. And then you start to walk after the party, and you walk out of town. As you're walking on the road out of town, you pass by this fork that goes to the left, and the fork that goes to the left trails up a little bit and ends in a very, very dark cathedral.
Yeah.
And you can
Guys.
see it up the stairs and to the left.
I know a shortcut to where we're going.
It only takes about 15 minutes to walk up there
Harvey.
if you wanted
God
to,
damn
or
it!
you
You're
can
really
keep going.
trying.
Harvey.
God fuck.
I know a shortcut.
You know what?
Let's do it. Fuck it.
You know
Fuck
what?
it!
Right. Yeah, let's just.
Yes!
Is this rip the Band-Aid off day?
Yep.
Oh,
Let's
Jesus,
just
I'm gonna
fucking
die
do it.
again.
Okay, so I will
That's
tell
what
you
fate
one.
points are for.
I will tell you one thing. You guys know that there's a fear spell, and that gives you a bonus to your saving throw.
Oh, thank Christ.
Yes.
Because
Okay,
you
let's
know
do it.
you
what? Let's
know
do it.
it exists. You know it's a magical effect. So you guys walk up, and the same cathedral, same black door, and you get within 10 feet of the door, and you all need to make a magic save. This is additive because it is a magical attack.
Spell.
So CON. Is the
CON.
one you
Help
select.
with this?
Wow.
Wow.
So
Jack's just like,
I'm
"Fuck you,
missing
no."
one person, and that's Harvey.
Magic saving throw?
Yes, but it's CON.
Okay.
Because it's contested.
Okay.
Oh, no.
So,
Uh-oh.
you guys don't know how badly I rolled, though. And I rolled pretty terribly. Harvey made it because of his bonus, and all of the rest of you made it straight,
Okay.
which is really kind of incredible. As a matter of fact, Jack didn't. Plus 50?
What?
Oh, it's.
Oh, you rolled Constitution, not a magic
Yeah,
save.
he said the wrong
God,
one.
I went for Constitution here. Let's try this.
I mean,
didn't
you rolled
make
a
it. Makes you feel
71.
better.
Well, I mean,
Okay,
he's
so
93, if we're going to use that roll.
oh,
Or
that's a very good point. You rolled a 71, and you add the 22, so you got 93. So you still made it, Jack.
Okay.
I'm not going to do
Oh.
that to you because your first roll was really good. So
Yay.
you all make it, and you all walk up to the door, and you feel the magical fear roll over you, but you all just kind of shake your head and go, "Fa, whatever."
Hey, Dad.
Right, the cork in my butt worked. All right.
What did you say, Wada?
I'm going to get to the door first. You know,
What
kind
did you
of
say,
Hold on.
Wada?
there.
Would I
ahead,
know
Wada.
this spell now?
Would you know this spell? No.
We're back with a
I-
vengeance, bitches.
Okay, so I know
Alright.
a different fear spell.
But,
Yes.
So I'm going to jog to get the door first before I throw it open.
As a matter of fact, Jack can do religious lore to see if he knows it.
All right, let's do
Ooh.
that. Religious
Oh,
lore.
God.
Where the fuck do I have that? History.
You do. It's on your spell book.
Oh, that's right. It's on the spell book, and I always
Yes.
forget that. Religious lore.
Hey.
Yeah, I do.
All right, so you realize that this spell, I mean, it's really kind of obvious what it is. It as soon as I get to it here, la la la
Did
la
we
la.
ask the door?
Yes, the door. La 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 la. This is maybe it's not what I thought it was. Maybe Wada was right.
Oh,
Maybe
okay.
what it was.
Because Aura of Fear is a monk spell, if that's what you're thinking of.
No, I'm thinking I got it mixed up with the sorcerer spell. This is a sorcerer spell.
Oh.
Let me see. Fear.
Shit, Jack.
Yes, let me go to pre-spell again. Yeah, I'm sorry, it's been a long time.
He shouldn't have left you.
Without you, my friend.
Let me do something real quick here.
Can I say what I'm doing while you're figuring that out?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so I'm going to jog to the door, get there first, and kind of wave everybody. And I'm just going to say, okay, so beyond this is the coolest fucking thing I've ever seen. I ain't going to lie. Like, oh my god, you guys are going to flip your fucking shit. This is amazing.
I want this to be such an empty room.
Hurl open the door.
All right, so hold on one thing. Yeah, this was the sorcerer spell. So Wada, you realize that this is fear. I'm just going to give it to you. Since Jack made his, I'm going to give you the success.
Okay.
I look at it and go, I don't think this is something religious.
So Razul goes, no, this isn't a pre-spell. This is a sorcerer spell. You should have known that, considering you wrote the fucking spell book.
I wrote the spell book for sorcerers?
So you fling the doors open, and what you see is you see a giant dragon made of bone unfurl its wings and stare at you, and there are three beings. They are skeletal. They look like the ring wraiths from Lord of the Rings. They got giant crowns, and they've got giant swords, and they all three turn and look at you. And I need you to make an intelligence roll.
Here we go.
Harvey isn't dumb.
Nope.
Wow!
Oh my
Okay.
god!
Harvey,
Hey!
you realize immediately that these
Oh, wait,
creatures are.
let me finish this.
Go ahead.
It's actually caused by someone having a candle and some cutouts that they're holding in front of it.
Okay, what is it, Dad?
What is
No,
it?
but you realize that these creatures are all making the exact same movements in the exact same way they did the first time you threw the door open.
Oh, god damn it.
I mean, obviously this is pretty dumb, but you gotta admit, it looks very cool.
So,
Slaughter! As I run in.
okay, so the three creatures turn and start to walk towards you while the dragon roars to the sky. The Dracolich roars to the sky, and you rush in and you swing at one of the three, and as your hand hits them, because the sword goes right through them, as your hand hits, the entire thing disappears.
What was that?
The entire thing disappears.
No.
Would I know this in Thief World? I guess probably not in Thief World. I wouldn't know anything about this.
Right. So,
Wait, hold on. The entire thing disappears, as in, like, the whole setup, all the
It's an
things?
illusion, Sammy.
It's an illusion.
Well, I didn't know if he meant the one specific,
Mhm.
like,
just
skeleton
remember
went bye-bye, or what.
They're illusions.
Okay, but that's not what I was asking.
But to
I was asking-
clarify, did the one ring wraith go, or did everything we just saw go?
Everything you saw went bye-bye.
There you
Okay,
go.
that's what I was asking.
I pick up what you're putting down.
Right.
Thank you.
Okay, and sitting behind the thing, something looks up at you, and it's a little tiny creature, and he looks very, very fearful. He meddles around with something on his wrist, and the entire thing pops up again. And in front of you, you see a giant dragon made of bones, and it got 3 giant skeletal figures with crowns and giant swords, and they turn to you and start to advance on you, but they don't get very far because they hit you again and disappear. And the little thing is sitting there going, oh no, oh no! And it turns around and starts to run.
Does the giant creature say, "Do not look at the tiny little man"?
No, the thing's gone. The Dracolich is gone. The 3 creatures are gone.
I'm going to bodily tackle this little dude.
So you go running after him. I need you to make an agility roll, and this is an additive agility roll.
Got it.
Wow, pretty good.
Mm.
So good, in fact, that you grab him by the feet and he falls to the ground. No, let me go! And he starts to claw at you with his hands. It doesn't do any damage, but he starts to claw at you, and he's writhing around. And but you're stronger than him because he's a tiny little dude.
Hello.
What the hell is this thing?
My
It's a
name is
halfling.
Harvey. These are my
Oh.
friends. Together, we are the adventuring party known as Harvey and Friends.
Don't care! Let me go! Let me go!
No.
Ah!
Who are you? You need to be polite here. Who are you? What is your name?
Let me go! Let me go!
What's your deal, little dude?
Please let me go!
Look, we ate a lot of shit over this adventure, this misadventure. What's your name?
They call me Piddit. Piddit. Piddit.
Okay. Well, Pitt, what's your story?
This is. Oh God.
You gonna run if I put you down? Can I interest you in some food?
No food. No.
Don't put him down.
I won't run. I swear.
Don't put him down, Harvey. I swear to God.
Yeah, he's not exactly smartest
He's a halfling, first
guy
of
in the
all.
world.
I'm gonna walk up to him and say hello.
Okay. Well,
All right. So, how tall are you?
I'm 3'2".
I'm not too tall. 5'4".
Well,
As
let me
tall
see
as
how
how-
tall. Let me see how tall halflings can be here, real quick.
Or I am as short as you will be in, what is it? 16 years?
Bro.
Oh, fuck you. I'm shrinking. So let me roll his size real quick here. He is. How tall are you, Razul?
3'2".
He is 1 inch shorter than you.
Oh, we can look at Isla. Hello.
So you're like,
Hey, Razul, do you know this guy?
let me go.
No.
Need to let me go.
Why?
I want to go.
We ain't here to hire you.
Do you like 2-week-old hand pies?
What the fuck? Okay, we're not asking the.
So those who aren't talking to him are looking around, and you see that this place, there's garbage everywhere, and in the back corner there's like a nest. The inside of this place is very dilapidated, and it's junked. The inside of this cathedral, when you first came in, used to look like it was well upkept and shining and just dark and foreboding. And now you realize that there's garbage everywhere and the pews are all torn up. There's birds in the rafters. There's bird shit everywhere. It's just a very terrible place.
I'm going to give him my 2-week-old strawberry hand pie. Strawberry's not my favorite, so I didn't eat it right away. I figured I'd eat
So
it tomorrow.
he sniffs at it, and even though it's got a little bit of mold on it, he just shovels it into his pie hole.
Can I roll interrogation?
Yeah, you can roll interrogation. That's what it's for.
Ooh,
I'm gonna
Jeez.
give you that one. I'm
Thank
not gonna
you.
make you roll a luck. If you miss
Take
by
your
one, I usually give it to you.
take your
So you can ask him.
Oh man.
Oh God.
So through food and things like that, you are able to ask him questions, and he will answer. Matter of fact, let me see. I don't think you have D6 like monster lore.
No.
Let me just make sure that I'm not doing this incorrectly. Yeah. So are you trying to harm him, or are you just trying to talk to him and get it out of him?
No, I'm trying to talk to him, but definitely letting him know running would be a very dumb idea right now.
Okay, so he is cowed, and you ask him questions, and he will give you the correct answers.
Couple of quick things. Number one, are you the only thing in here?
Yes, I live here. My place. This is where I live.
You realize we've got an entire town right now that is depriving us of lemons and are yelling and willing to run us on a rail because of this little shenaniganry.
How is that my fault?
I'm being very careful right now because you affected my life very greatly with this little stunt.
This is my house. You came in my house. You realize he's talking very clipped, like you know halflings are intelligent, but he's talking like he's almost talking like a goblin.
Sure.
The way he's doing it.
You're going to town and you're going to tell people what you did.
No, I don't go to town. They're mean. They throw things. They hate me.
Is that what you? Wait, I can't ask anything. Never mind.
No, ask away.
Is
I-
that why you did the fear spell and put all this up? Is to keep the people away because they're mean to you?
Yes. Why else would I do it?
Don't know. That we were told there was a Dracolich here and there was a problem and it was taking people out. Have you killed anyone?
No.
Interesting. Have you kept anyone here that's come up here?
No. Do you see anybody? Where would I keep them?
I don't know. I figured it was a pretty fair question considering the circumstances.
So make an insight roll, Sam.
I don't know if
I'm willing to be lucky if you're not willing to give her
All
that.
right. So you have a flash of insight thanks to Bus kind of nudges you and goes, "You know, I wonder if there's another thing going on here." And you go, "Huh. You know, rumors have a tendency to get out of control. Like, I heard from a friend that such and such, the baker's wife, was missing." That kind of thing. So, like, if anybody ever leaves or goes somewhere, it's because of the Dracolich and the cathedral, kind of thing.
Okay. So the whole thing is likely the result of runaway rumors.
Yeah, it's probably all bullshit.
Hey, little dude,
What?
you are making a lot of people afraid with your very big, very loud illusions.
Until you, it worked fine.
Well,
It-
you know.
For you, yes, but for other people, it caused a lot of problems. Now,
They didn't have to come here. This is my place.
you clearly didn't build this place.
No, but it was empty. Been empty for a long time.
I mean, I got that. But you know, people walk by, they see the big dragon lich.
Can I
in
can
the
I ask
sky.
something?
Go ahead.
So if the people in the town are mean to you, why did you stay?
It's my home. I don't stay in town with mean people. I stay out here.
But you have to be able to get food and stuff. You don't go into town at all?
Sometimes.
What do you
Why
do
would-
in town?
I get food.
And that's it?
No other reason to go.
You don't talk to anybody in town? You don't say anything in town?
No, they see me getting food. They get very angry.
So you're stealing it.
Maybe?
Well, I would be angry if you were stealing something from me.
Well, then
Somebody
don't
came
catch
in
me.
Oh, buddy, I wouldn't catch you. My friend would catch you.
If somebody came in and stole your stuff, how would you feel?
I'd steal it back.
What if you couldn't?
If food, I steal different food.
People feel differently about that. In town.
You're not going to scared straight this guy.
No.
I'm planning to.
The bus is looking around at all the flammable things.
God. So the whole place on the
Bro.
inside is just.
I'm sorry, this little shit took a fate point.
I completely understand. Like
I totally do too.
Well, it wasn't. He wasn't trying to kill anybody. It just was
no,
meant
he's just
to
trying to
keep people
scare
away.
him away. Yeah.
But they're
No,
not trying to kill
That's
anybody
glad you
either.
just have a terrible heart. Like,
Mhm.
Like, yeah,
Well,
really,
It's
You
your
are
weak ass.
on
It's your
it.
weak ass arteries, dude.
Sure.
it was a fate point because it wasn't supposed to kill you. That's what fate
So-
points are for.
So, and in reality, Bus wouldn't, because as opposed to the two little shits that were in the Thieves Guild, he genuinely feels remorseful about it. So,
What can we do to help this guy while also helping ourselves?
Okay, so
Because our reputation is shite.
here's my plan. One, we have him create a Dracolich in the middle of town. Be quiet. Harvey's.
No.
Harvey's.
Be quiet. Harvest
Oh,
thinking.
you better.
At
Shut
which
up.
point,
Shut
Kieran shows up. Fire some arrows. Ascalab shows up.
Love Harvey.
Disappears into the shadows. Rizul does
No.
some fancy magic stuff. And then Harvey comes. Charging in. Axe held high.
of course, he's got the
Sweat
killing glove. Sure.
glistening off of his fur as he
Sure.
swings. The thing
but guys-
disappears.
We're not doing any of that, Harvey.
No,
you do
but
some
wait.
bullshit about how Dracolich
Not
is
the worst idea, though.
magic.
It's actually not a bad idea. They get to see the thing that they're so afraid of disappear in front of their faces.
The
Then,
other option is we just say, hey, we killed the Dracolich, we bring one person, they come, they see it's gone, and no one comes back to this cathedral again.
I mean,
I mean,
you
people
could
are
do
gonna-
it that way, or you could do it the Mysterio way. It's up to you guys.
people are
But-
going to come back to the cathedral. It's a prime location in a great spot overlooking this,
The-
trade road.
What
Like,
if we brought the mayor? They would have to believe the mayor, right? So if we go and bring the mayor in,
You assume
want me to be
But
around?
you didn't let me get to the best part.
not you. Okay, one at a time. Jesus Christ.
Okay, so they see us.
Not you, Harvey.
Then we tell them about
Harvey.
the creature that the Dracolich was keeping here. Young Hagwin? Am I remembering this name correctly?
No.
No.
You talking
Oh,
about?
boy.
You talking about the halfling?
Yeah, Pagwin.
Pit
Did it?
Those aren't too far off. Pivot.
Jack, you were trying to say?
All right, go ahead, Jack. Apparently, we're not doing the Mysterio play.
need
Maybe
to
not.
Decide together.
I gotta say, the Mysterio play sounds fun, but you know,
The worst.
We're beyond talk as he slowly puts the mace behind his back.
Also, you missed the best part of the Mysterio play, but you'll never know about it.
Harvey,
Can
I swear to
ask
God.
Piddit how he made the Dracolich?
Huh.
Yeah, can we ask him how he did it?
I have spell.
You have spell? Or
I
you
have spell!
Item? Or item?
Hey, easy
Um,
tiger.
I am gonna do a roll versus. This is gonna be. Do you have observation?
Yep.
Okay, this is an opposed observation versus something else. All right, so he just says, "I have spell." That's it. I have spell.
What spell?
I know how to do illusion. Someone taught me.
Who
Who
taught
taught
you?
you?
Old shaman. Old shaman taught me illusion.
That's
Only spell I
pretty-
know.
I've always said shaman.
It depends. What's his name?
Dialect. Oh God, what's his name? Me tell you in a second. After me find
Okay.
it.
Me tell you is not a bad name.
It's not me tell you.
David.
Let me tell you in a second. Of the New York in a second.
Me tell you in a second.
His name Rabs.
Ooh.
Rabs?
Rabs. R-A-B-S.
So you
Any
only know
people's
one
names?
spell.
Say that one more time.
Who is
Hold on a second. What did you say, Razul?
You know one spell.
Me know one spell.
the
Alright.
two with the fear?
How about you cast your spell and I cast my spell, and whichever one wins, you tell me how you do it.
No, I'm not casting again today. I can't.
Exactly what I thought.
All right. Well, we've got it down to an item.
Yep.
Well, you know he already cast. You know he already cast it once. He might not have the magic points to do it more than once.
Yeah, he's not out there adventuring. He's just here, living in squalor.
Do you need something to cast that spell?
No.
You cast it
Interesting.
twice. No.
He didn't cast it
Very
twice. He only cast it once.
I thought he cast it, Harvey put it away, and then he put it back up.
Yeah, that's twice.
No, it was already
Yeah.
up.
He did try to do it to
Okay.
intimidate us out of here.
It was already up. Then Harvey
how
dispelled it, and he cast it and put it up.
Okay.
Okay, fair.
All right, so make an insight roll. Anybody who has magic.
Well, I guess just fuck Harvey then.
I technically have magic points.
If
Does
it-
that
And-
Do
count?
it then, girl.
If you have it, if you have magic points of any kind, go ahead.
And roll a what?
Insight.
INF.
Oh,
Yeah, you did good. I did.
Okay, so Kieran's bullshit meter, Jack's bullshit meter. Now we'll see
Oh, yeah,
Razul's
no.
bullshit meter.
It's damn good.
Razul's bullshit meter didn't quite go off, but then Jack and Kieran, you both realized that yes, he cast a spell. No, he didn't have one hand free and say anything at a conversational tone. He did not physically cast a spell, which says to
Okay.
you
it's an item.
it's an item.
Let's beat him up. Take his stuff.
We're not taking it.
No.
Beat him up
I
and
just-
take his stuff.
I want to try to make a deal with him. If he lets me see that item, I'm going to take it to the mayor. I'm going to show him what happened. I'm going to bring him his item back. And nobody will bother him again. I just want them to know that there's nothing to be scared of.
There's no item. What are you talking about? I
Buddy.
cast a spell.
And I'm getting ready to cast a spell too.
Trust me, you don't
Make
want
this
that.
boy erupt into maggots, are you?
Pretty much.
Oh
No.
no.
So he
please,
looks
God,
he looks
no.
back and forth and goes, erupt into mag. You can do that?
Yes.
Yes, you can.
All right, so I want you to roll a charisma opposed.
bad man.
So I need to.
Oh God!
Well, I can just roll my charisma then.
Additive, yeah.
Well, I'm adding stuff in too. So, yeah, his charisma is not that good.
He didn't roll that much better.
He is now cowed on the floor, and he's like, I don't want to erupt with maggots.
Can I just
Boss
see the
walks
item?
to the
Look,
door.
man, I don't want you to erupt in maggots either, but he's got weird.
Hey, look! I will do one even better for you. I will take the item. Everybody else here will stay. I will cast a spell, go to the mayor's house, and be back within like 10 minutes.
He
And we'll give you your
realizes he
thing
doesn't
back.
have much of a choice, so he pulls something off of his finger, a real teeny tiny thing pulls off of his finger, and he hands it to you.
Okay, now what do I need to do to make this work?
Can't. It's once per day.
Once
Already
per day.
used it.
Once per day.
All right.
Already used
Guess
it.
we wait until tomorrow.
Guess I'm sleeping here for the night.
My place. This is.
We're
my
not going to
place.
stay here for long, and this is so we can try and get the townspeople to leave you alone, be nice to us,
Jack,
I'm
and
doing it more
hopefully
for
be better
him.
for everybody.
how did you make with the food?
Yeah, that's actually a good idea. If you wouldn't mind, Jack.
Would you like to eat, sir?
Sorry, what am I doing?
Would you like to cast feast?
Cast feast, please.
Oh, right. Yes, the food giver. One moment.
Or, in the words of Harvey, make with the food.
Which is exactly what he said. Make with the food.
He did indeed. The rest of us are just
So
nicer
Jack
about it.
Oh, what's this?
Oh man, I'm feeling good tonight.
Oh, right, I can't roll because I can't see myself.
Oh.
Oh,
Add a coin to your magic caster.
Just roll a D100.
that is one of the greatest songs ever made.
All right, T100, 84.
You didn't fail, so.
Didn't fail. What the hell do I roll to figure out? Forget. The hell do I roll to figure out?
What level are you doing it at?
Let's do level 3.
I just got a text from my job interview that's tomorrow at 9:00. It says friendly reminder that you have an appointment today.
Mm.
And I'm like, do you mean tomorrow?
Oh, that's crazy.
So these guys are just a barrel of monkeys. All right, so you cast. What were you rolling? You were casting feast, weren't you?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that's why
It's okay.
we were trying to add it up outside with you not here.
Okay, sorry. I got the text from a job thing and needed
Yeah,
to.
you're
It's
There
okay.
wasn't-
He rolled a D100 to roll for feast and got an 84, and they were trying to figure out the level and stuff and how many people it would feed.
So let's go to the tiny house.
Tiny house,
I love
big house,
that it
tiny
zooms.
doors.
I love that it zooms in on the hand pie every time I come to the tiny house.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Feast. Let's just do level 3. You're teasing everybody. Ooh. Oh!
It'll still feed everybody, but that's a god awful roll right there. Luckily, there's not too many of you.
So
There's 6 of us, so we're
Yeah,
good.
so it feeds everybody. Oh, as a matter of hold on a second. No!
no, that's a fumble.
That's a
because the
fumble,
offset-
boys and girls.
Oh, what?
Well, but he used the 84 from the other roll, Dave.
That's a good point. That is an excellent point. We were just looking at Thank you. Sorry. Sorry.
I'm begging.
No. You're right, because he rolled 84. That's perfect. That's perfectly okay. It's my fault we weren't able to cast it right the first time because of the way that I have this done.
So no.
And I need to
Don't
talk
let
to
me
you to
deal
find
with
out.
it.
I need to talk to you find out how you did it. You just put the characters up on the top of the screen.
Yep. That's all I did.
All right, so let me do that real quick. So I don't need to
You're
do
literally-
Harvey.
Yeah, just a token for each.
I need to do Jack.
Caster.
I need to do Kieran. Not yet, but
Oh, so I can do it just like that, and then... Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, wow,
But I am
me.
gonna. Oh no!
Yeah.
What?
Oh
I don't
no!
see anything, dude.
What?
You're fine.
Oh, what's
He
on
knows
now?
what I have night vision, guys.
Okay.
Delete.
I don't see nothing.
Ah,
Oh, but Razul did.
I just undid a shitload of the map for Razul.
Oh no.
Fuck ton of the map.
That's okay.
Ew.
That's all right.
I'll play it like it's not even there, dude.
That's okay. That's fine. You'll just have to discover it as you go. Fuck it. Let me go ahead and put Razul back up here. Since you've already seen it anyway, I might as well. But what
Yeah.
I'll do is I will do dynamic lighting.
Not really labeled or anything anyway, so it's not like he knows what any of
No,
it
it
actually
doesn't
is.
bother me. It's fine.
Right, I'll just take your night vision off. Can you
actually
guys see
fuck-
yourselves up there?
Yep.
Okay.
I just see black.
Yeah. Oh, well, I
That's
just,
good, but
I
you can
just
see your
me.
character, right?
You can see
Yeah,
just
yeah.
yours, probably.
Okay. What I would have to do is I'll have to finagle with it in a little while, but I ain't gonna fuck
Yeah.
with it right now.
So, like, me and Harvey can't see anything that you put up there because our tokens aren't up there.
Right. Only Razul can see the big bunch of shit that I just undid.
Sure.
Put the fog of war back, so it's okay.
Okay.
Oh.
So, yeah. Sorry, my train of thought was completely taken over by this stupid text that I got.
We cast Feast upon the
Yes.
group.
So you got Feast. Everybody. The guy. The little halfling looks at it. His eyes get really huge, and he starts to kind of edge toward it, like
Come on, bud.
obviously moving towards it, but trying to act like he's not. You know what I mean?
You got an hour. You might as well start chewing.
Like if he had his hands up at his chest, going like tippy-toeing kind of thing. Like trying to sneak, but obvious. So you say, tuck in, and he descends on it, and he just starts shoveling shit into his face. Like it's amazing to watch.
Yeah, I pretty much counted him as two people. I figured he would do something like that.
Right, and that's exactly what he does. So you guys aren't. Well, actually, you guys are probably getting ready to sleep for the night. So you sleep through the night. You keep a watch. Nothing happens. After he gets done eating, he crawls into his corner. That's just like refuse and cloth, and you see bits of rat that he's obviously eaten. And the next day dawns bright and clear. Nothing happened that night, and there you go. So, Wada, you have this ring in your possession that you can put on.
Yeah, I just don't know how to activate it.
There's really nothing to activate magic items. All you got to do, since you know what it is and what it does, you can make, basically it's a ring of illusion. It doesn't have to be a Dracolichen thing. It can be anything you want it to be.
It's gonna be a Dracolich.
Okay.
I'm gonna portal to Flejos.
Okay, so go ahead and cast your portal spell, since
And
you can do that on this map now.
Level 1 would get me there, wouldn't it?
Oh God, yes, you're like less than a mile away.
Well, not if I fumble it.
Oh,
Jesus
my God.
fucking Christ! This time I'm taking the fumble.
Yeah.
Okay, fumble me.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
what
need
does that
to break
mean?
down the Roll20 random number generator because it's straight up busted.
It's straight up. So go ahead and roll your D100 for your fumble.
I don't
He
want
sucked to hell. To hell.
/R
You should
D1.
not be wanting that, dude.
Wow!
Oh
And
my
it is
God.
a major non-attack effect spell. All
Hmm.
right, one more percentile.
Oh shit!
All right, so Razul raises his hand and goes, "Give me a point!" And you see like magic shoot out of his ears visibly, and he falls over unconscious.
Oh,
And
No!
he falls unconscious. So for the next 24 hours, Razul is unconscious on the floor, drooling into the ground.
Oh my
Dead
God.
Riser. Oh Jesus.
So you do your first
Razul!
you do your first aid on him, and you realize, well, he he internalized the magic a little bit much and couldn't handle it, and it's like it flipped a breaker in his head.
He
I'm
short-circuited himself.
gonna
Hey,
think
Jack.
what we're all thinking.
I don't know if I have healing for this kind of stupidity.
Your first aid, roll
Not what
first
I
aid.
need.
This actually is probably for the best.
This is a restoration, I think, is what we'd have to do.
He really didn't like that mare.
Just do a first aid.
Like, actually, I don't know why we let him even try to go to that mare.
Right, you're like less than an hour away. If he just would have walked, he'd have gotten there, no problem. So is anybody going to roll first aid?
I'm going to see the mare.
I take
I'm
the
walking
ring
out.
and speak with the mayor.
All right, so you take the ring and go walking down.
Oh, Jesus Christ! I'll sit here and watch Razul then.
I
Right.
mean, I can carry Razul. He doesn't weigh that.
Thank you.
You know what? Me and Bus will stay with Pettit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, is that his
On the
name?
bright side, you couldn't have had brain hemorrhage, cast, or dies because it wasn't an attack spell. So there is that bright spot.
Oh, shit. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Oh, yeah.
Very much so.
Good. Oh man, I've never been more sure in my decision not to be a spellcaster.
You squeeze your mental butt cheeks a little too hard. And
All right,
just blow
so-
your fucking O-ring.
So Jack and
apparently.
Harvey go walking into
Jack,
town.
before you walked out, Bus grabbed you by the shirt and said, "You don't let Harvey tell the story."
What do you suggest I do? I
Talk
can't stop him. He's-
first.
He's a natural disaster, Boss. There's nothing I can do to stop him.
Go.
So
I would-
Jack hurries up and catches up to Harvey, who's already walked out the door and started down the path.
When we get to the edge of town,
You'll do nothing.
take out
You'll
my
be quiet,
blanket and I
Harvey.
say,
You'll be
"Okay,
quiet.
Jack, get on my shoulders."
No. Be quiet, Harvey. You follow behind me. You say anything, I will club you. You have done enough damage
Oh, I can't wait
for
for
a
the PvP.
lifetime.
I can't
you
wait
gotta-
for this.
You haven't heard my plan.
I don't care about your plan, Harvey. You can take your plan and you can shove it up your cute little doggy muzzle.
Oh.
Muzzle.
That felt weird.
Harvey looks very shocked. But, he knows. He's not an actual dog, so he doesn't. So because the alpha rules are really completely bullshit. But he recognizes a fucking alpha move when he sees one.
All right, so he tucks his tail a little bit down and follows Jack into town. Okay, so Jack, you're in the lead on this. You're walking into town. Harvey's following behind you, still mumbling occasionally under his breath. I could have done a Dracolich, and it would have been awesome.
I still maintain the Mysterio plan.
It could have been fun. So you get to the mayor's house, and you go up and you just knock on the door. What are you going to do?
I'll knock on the door.
All right, so I got to see how many people. I mean, there are a few people watching you, but not very many. You got a couple of people following you. And the mayor comes out and he goes, "You. What do you want?"
Wait. Before you start castigating us, we've had some time to grow as adventurers. We took care of the problem.
Really?
Yes.
Show me the body.
Show you the body?
Yes.
It's a little more complicated than that.
Oh, of course it is.
The body, the so-called Drac. You know what? I'm gonna roll public speaking. I'll probably regret it later, but
Whatever
you-
luck you need, I'm throwing it in.
a lot.
Oh, so you would need 5 luck.
I can throw in 3.
I have 2 left.
There we go.
So that's 5. Awesome. So you start to public speak. You fumble over your words a little bit, but in the end, you right the ship. Something Kieran said before you came down echoed in your head, and you're like, "Oh yeah, I should totally say that." And so you change what you were saying,
Right.
and it makes all the difference in the world.
Right.
Right? So you
Basically-
change what you're saying. You go, there was a tiny creature that was casting a spell, and the spell gave the illusion of a Dracolich.
Right.
And the mayor is skeptical, and he wants some proof.
You're welcome to walk back with us to the Black Cathedral and see for yourself.
Activate the ring.
You have the ring.
You took the ring, didn't you?
Well,
Yes.
but the ring is used up, so how am I going to?
No, it's the
No,
next
we
day.
went through the morning.
What's that? We slept. That's right.
You
Yeah.
All right.
slept, and it's the next day. Razul tried to
So
portal
show
down,
him-
and he blew his brains
I back
out.
up a little bit, and I used the ring to cast an illusion of a Dracolich and go, I am the Dracolich! I will eat you, Mayor such and such!
and you hear screaming from around you, but the mayor goes, "What? An illusion?" And Harvey can't help himself. He runs over and swats at it with his hand, and the whole thing disappears.
Right.
And the mayor starts to just curse up a storm. Like, you would not believe he curses up a storm.
Oh, yeah, no, I can believe it. I can believe it.
And he says, "God, was it? What was it? Who was it?"
It was a halfling named Pippin?
Pit
Oh,
Did it?
Pet him.
Well,
That
We're not
little
there.
motherfucker.
I know, I'm not there.
That's the little shit that's been stealing.
he needs food. Like,
Harvey nods along because Jack clearly has a plan for this.
So the mayor is livid, and he insists on going up and grabbing this thing to put it in jail.
I can taste the passive aggressiveness in that last one, Ben.
what did I miss?
It's-
Right.
You know,
I'd
honestly,
visit-
Your Honor, it sounds like a plan. Let's do it.
All right, so the mayor grabs a couple of constables, and they start to walk up the hill towards the cathedral.
I
Oh
wish this
no.
had been handled my way, damn it.
And so you get to the cathedral, and you come walking in. So Kieran, you and Bus are there, and the door bangs open, and there stands Jack and Harvey and the mayor and two obvious man-at-arms.
Oh, what the
Morning.
hell?
Morning, constables. How we doing?
Where is he?
Who?
What?
Where's the little bastard? Pettit. You hear a small eep from the back and a scrambling noise, and you look back, and where the bedding and stuff was, there's a hole, and Pettit is nowhere to be seen.
I don't know, sir. Perhaps you need to put on a manhunt.
The mayor starts to curse again, and tells the men-at-arms to search the premises.
Oh, speaking of which, can anybody help our small friend here?
So does
Yeah,
anybody
he,
have first aid?
He appears to be bound up with a bunch of magic.
He could really use one of my compatriots from the Temple of Nauru who could use restoration.
Or you could do first aid, and it'll tell you what it possibly could be.
Did no one do first aid on him?
No!
No.
I thought we did.
Clearly,
Hold on.
would have.
Okay, so Kieran did finally. She's like, "Oh yeah, I suppose I could do that." And no, you don't actually heal him of anything because he wasn't damaged.
Sorry.
You realize that he just tried to channel too much energy at the same time, and it shut his system down. He'll be right as rain in 24 hours. He'll wake up with a god-awful headache, but that's about it. It won't do him any damage, won't cause him any discomfort other than he'll have a migraine for a little while.
Well,
Sounds
and I'll
like
let them know
Rockville.
that.
All right, I'll put him in a backpack or...
Put him in a backpack. So the mayor says, "It took you a long enough bloody time."
What, to me, or who's he talking to?
To all of you.
Well, to be fair, we thought they would send somebody else in our place when it was over our heads.
Middle finger out of the backpack at the mayor.
Humph.
What a Bus poses it.
So you're like Star-Lord when he's in the lineup and he does the thing where he raises his finger. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know it did that.
mentally, he's not with us, and I think that's just the reflex of the muscles and muscles memory. He just hears your voice, and then that pops up. So sorry.
All right, so the mayor castigates you for a little while, and then he stamps out and starts heading back down. He tells the men-at-arms, find that little fucker and bring him back to us. The voice in your head, burn it all. All right, shablam.
Nah. Petit's smart. If he wants to come back, he'll come back. Makes
I
no
want to
sense
see if he's in the hole or if he like dug his way
Yeah.
out. Like, is he just there hiding?
So you look in the hole. It gets very dark very fast in the hole.
You're then attacked by a pack of kobolds.
Make an insight roll.
Who?
Bus.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah. Sure, why not? I'll be lucky 3 times.
All right, so you realize that it just kind of hits you. The hole, the nest, the way he talked, it really, really screams
Oh!
kobold to you.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Bus would say that out loud.
But
I
he's
don't
not a
choose-
kobold.
He's not a halfling.
No, he is a halfling. He's not a kobold. He is a halfling.
Okay, so we're smart enough to... so he's just probably... He hangs with kobolds and has adapted their mannerisms.
Or he was raised by them.
Sure. We're dealing with a half-bold. Because I figure a coling doesn't sound right.
Exactly.
Wait a second.
Oh wait, is he one of those little cuties?
Oh God.
One of the little schnookums that we met in the sewers?
Would you keep him alive if he was?
I would die for him.
Then he was.
Oh,
We should tell him about the kobolds in Coventry. If we find him.
We
So-
could get him.
You stick a torch down the hole, and it goes down about 5 feet. It opens into a pretty big area. You can't see the bottom of it or anything like that. You figure there might be catacombs or something below the cathedral.
Is it a sewer where the bodies go?
Yes, and it's attached by a fucking outhouse. Screw you.
Yep. That is how we do that. That is how they do it here. In this,
For
Look.
fuck's sake, I said I was wrong, all right?
no, Dave.
Oh.
That's how they do it in this weird continent that we're just gonna have to deal with.
This
Maybe
is
they-
how they do it.
And
Dave, I'm racking up everything for all the shit you're going to give me on Saturdays. So that's really what I'm playing with.
Okay, I see.
So can I just yell down there and be like, Mayor's gone.
Mayor's gone. So, nothing. No sound at all. Total silence.
Fuck.
Well, let him die as he lives, covered in filth.
Sounds like a party.
Am I the only one that feels kind of sorry for this guy?
Oh, incredibly sorry, but he's smart enough not... He knows the mayor hates him. He's smart enough not to be in the mayor's eyesight. He's either got to find a new place to steal from or get better at stealing.
What do we do now?
We had to
I
finish
mean,
the
I
mission,
guess the only thing we
clearly.
can do is leave.
Yeah.
Right.
I can't say nothing. I'm over.
You
We get a
gotta-
mod in Dad's chat. We got 2
Yeah.
mods.
Hey!
You got a couple spammers.
Yay! Do you want to become famous?
I do want to become famous.
Thank
No!
No, I wanted to become famous.
I did, and now I'll never get famous. Oh man. Okay, here's some payback for you.
Where's he going?
Nothing. I'm putting the.
Oh, he's recreating our whole journey.
Oh,
All right, but before we leave, I do
No,
kind
what
of
is that?
squat down over the hole and I scream and I yell into it. Hey, what was his name? Pivot.
Pivot.
Hit it.
Pivot. There's a whole colony of kobolds back where we come from. We're going to be back through this way in a week, maybe 2.
Bus leans over. Say Coventry.
Coventry. We're going to head to Coventry.
Okay.
We are going to camp here again with you. We're going to have another feast ready for you. If you want to be with the little snuggum cuties, we will take you with us. We will make sure you eat well every day. And then you get to hang out with those adorable little guys. They're tiny little lizard guys. They're amazing.
All right, so you
And
get
then
no
maybe you
answer
might
whatsoever.
have to keep on digging and fucking opening up the sewers to the goddamn ocean. But that's not on you. That's our problem. That's
He's
not
still
on you.
going.
Can you guys still see your characters at the top?
Yes.
Yes.
Good. That's
No.
all I wanted to know. I reset the darkness.
You believe in a thing called love?
Oh my god.
But yeah, now that I know that you are, I don't know, like raised by kobolds, adopted kobold, I love you.
I love you.
Bye.
So are we just continuing on and
To
after
dry
we
rot.
camp?
To dry rot. I was trying to see if I could stop you from being able to move those, but if you have the ability to control them, you can
I just
move them.
wanted him over to the left so I could actually see where we were on the screen.
Oh, I'm sorry, because I got him up there. Is it better if I put him over here?
Yeah, that's what I was doing. I was just gonna have him like hanging out right here.
Okay.
But it's cool.
Yeah. Oh, actually, you can put him where you want. I guess it doesn't matter because I'm not the one that needs it. You know what I mean?
I just
put
need to
him
be
here
able
in
to
the black
see him
spot.
where we're.
Right.
See anything anyway.
I just don't want to.
Expose the whole map.
Well, no, not that. I just don't want to get mixed up when I see the icons there. That's why I had them off to the side.
Smart.
Oh, it's good where it's at. All right, let's continue on our path.
All right, so yeah, you finished the Dracolich thing. So,
God damn it.
did you really think that at second level when you did this, I was going to throw an actual Dracolich at you?
No.
I mean,
when I opened
We
up the
figured it
thing
was an illusion.
and everyone else had run away, and there were 6 foot tall like creatures with crowns on their head and an ethereal light. Yes, because I did not know about the extra life feature. Otherwise, Harvey would have gone all in.
All
But
right.
I will say, that was some of my favorite fucking DMing ever.
Really?
Yeah, no, I fucking love that. Like, I thought you called me on my fucking terrible bluff. Like, that's how you do it.
I
Like,
will never put you in a situation that's unwinnable. I will never purposely put you up against a TPK.
I mean, I know that as a player because I would never do that to one of my players or as a fellow GM. But at the time, I was like, I mean, Harvey sees this. He closed the fucking door.
Right. Well, that was awesome.
That was probably one of the funniest parts of this whole campaign.
I
so far.
really fucking wish I wouldn't have lost that stream.
I know, it was so goddamn good.
Yeah, like
Well, this whole thing has been awesome.
yeah, the first 2 sessions were amazing,
And
and
lost.
I didn't realize that they fell off of Twitch so fast that by the
Right.
time I was going to save them and put them onto YouTube, they were gone.
But no, honestly, like, of the 2, like, it's definitely that one where I was like, oh shit, if Harvey goes in here, he's definitely gonna die. And then underneath it was like, I was running this Hunter the Vigil campaign, and I like let the players know, like, the players found out that they were being hunted by badass vampire assassins. They're like, we gotta fucking ambush these boys. And yeah, those two are like my two of my favorite RPG moments ever.
All right. And you've been RPGing for a long time, right?
Yeah, since college.
Wow. Well, I feel kind of honored that I fit in that bill.
Like they're very like it's a ton of fun, but that does rise above.
Sorry, my arm really hurts from patting myself on the fucking back. All right, so we're gonna continue now. So you guys start taking off back towards Panshaw. Following this road around is all you really need.
Did we just keep the little shit's fucking ring and walk?
Yeah, we mugged
If the mayor didn't take it.
No, actually, Bones still has it.
Yeah. Don't hold it.
Well played, Fur. Well played.
Hey, if I was awake, it'd be like, look, Bus, you might be able to take some pointers.
Oh, it's been days now.
I'm still riding a backpack.
Okay, so days have passed. You feel better. You realize what happened was he had a ring of major illusion.
Mm.
So you guys can actually look up in the book what major illusion does. You will
Basically
only be
everything.
able to find out what it does by using it for the most part. So you do some tests with it. Fine.
Major is pretty dope.
Hey, don't give this to Harvey, because you know what Harvey's gonna do? He's gonna summon Pickles every day just so he can see her.
Right.
To me, that sounds like an adorable thing.
You know, now that you say it, I definitely will.
Actually, I'm sorry. This is minor illusion because
you can touch Major.
Yeah, you can touch Major. I'm sorry, wrong one. So this is minor illusion, which is still really cool.
Yes. You put chandeliers in buildings and
so
Ranger
sight,
Rick.
sound, and smell only. No touch. No touchy. Sorry. Minor illusion. Once per day.
No, okay.
All right.
We just robbed this fucking little halfling dude.
Yep.
And walked away.
And I raised my hand up to
We made
Jack,
him wanted,
high five
and then
motion.
we robbed him.
just like as planned.
I don't know what this wee shit is.
Yeah, I didn't do anything. I fucking stayed in the church with Bus.
If it would have been up to me, it would have been down the mayor's throat. So good thing I wasn't allowed to go see the mayor.
All right,
You were
so
unconscious.
does anybody have navigation?
Yeah, let me roll that for you.
All right, so
no.
navigation.
Hang on.
25. You guys are doing excellent with your rolls tonight. I love it. And
Don't jinx us.
We've also used some of the more obscure skills
Yeah, we've used
tonight.
some
Yeah,
obscure skills.
history. And,
Yeah. Which is
The
great.
first time I've used history since I fucking took it at level 1.
Well,
It is flawless.
and you made it. So you are the one that's going up the road and you're looking at the stars and you're looking at the sun. You go, wow, we're probably only about a day out from Panshaw. So what you're doing is you're looking at the sun and the stars and you're figuring out where you are in the world and you're like, okay, so this is probably where we're at. We're getting real close to our destination. And the next day as you're walking, you start to see like outbuildings. Like you see
Jack, get on my
Yes.
shoulders. This is going to be great.
So you see a farmhouse with farmlands, and there are shacks on the other side of the road. But you notice, and it's pretty obvious, that you have not seen any people.
Okay. Off the bed. Off the couch.
Is that your dog or your wife?
Yeah, Harvey's coughing and. doing
Yeah,
that
we
thing.
can hear him hacking.
Yeah.
Oh, he's about ready to puke on your couch.
Yeah, he was about to, but I pulled him off because
it's better to puke on the floor.
the carpets will take another hit. I ever tell you one of my favorite Harvey memories?
Oh, do tell.
All right, so
I'm
he
gonna go to
woke
the
me up
bathroom while
one
he does
night-
this.
Yep.
He woke me up one night, like getting off the bed, and then I hear him like down on the floor farting, and then I hear the unmistakable sound of Harvey just shooting fucking diarrhea all over my carpet.
Oh, God.
No.
Well, okay, so he was farting, and I was like, "Heh, farts are funny."
All of a sudden,
And then I hear diarrhea. I'm like, "Oh no, no!"
uh,
So then I had to get up. Like my wife had to wake up as we steam cleaned the carpet.
My favorite thing about like that was when Zach and Sam were kids and they had bunk beds and Zach threw up
Oh,
from the
no.
top bunk.
I was gonna say, yep.
There is such a thing as a splash zone,
Yeah.
and we were finding chunks for months.
Oh, and that smells delightful.
Like he'd pull a toy out, like he had this toy fire truck that made lots of noise, and he pulled the fire, and it was just, yeah, it was awful. So anyway,
Probably, Sammy.
enjoy your
Probably.
dinner, folks.
Ah,
So you notice that you haven't seen any people. You've seen a couple of farmhouses and the fields. It's getting later in the year, and it looks like the crops are almost fully grown. But you also notice that so anybody that has plant lore can do plant lore.
shit, son. Wait.
here it comes.
Wah 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 wah.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
So wait
Nope.
for Sam before you decide that you're going to feel lucky.
Yep.
I think
She
she's
should
in
be
good
back
shape.
pretty quick unless she's pooping.
Oh, and you want to know my second favorite Harvey memory?
Sure, knock yourself out.
All right. So I forget which year it was, but we went to my mom's for Thanksgiving. And before we left, we were like, we left a bag of flour on the table, and we come back, and it is spread all over the table, like just somebody tore into it and went to fucking town on this bag
What kind
of flour.
of dog is Harvey?
He is a Staffordshire Yorkie mix.
Oh, God. Okay.
Yeah, and like we assumed it was the cats because Harvey at this point had not been a bad dog. Like we were like, yeah, the cats got in there and messed it up for some absolutely unknowable reason. However, do you know what gave him away?
Hey, poop
fact that we
paper
found
mache.
Flour all over his goddamn face.
That's like the.
Yeah.
Is
I'm
that
gonna
like the
post
one-
a photo that.
Oh, I want to see this photo.
Is that like the video where the guy walks in and the trash can's turned over and he's like, is it you, Scooter? Was it you, Bubba? Or was it Tank? And Tank's got the fucking lid of the fucking trash can on his head.
Yep.
Okay, so Sam,
my
I will
God.
go ahead and
Oh, and let me just post a photo.
I
of
like
my-
that picture.
It makes me laugh every time.
Hold on, I gotta pull that over so that the stream can see it. That is the actual
Oh,
Harvey.
good lord.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Yeah.
What a shit.
It was the worst.
All right, so Kieran, I'm going to go ahead and give that to you because it's not too difficult to see. The crops have not been brought in. Some of them are starting to go bad, and there's lots and lots of plants within the crops that shouldn't be there, like lots and lots of weeds.
Mhm.
So the crops themselves probably haven't been taken care of in quite some time. So you can continue towards the town, or you can try and check stuff out. What are you going to do?
What would you like to do, Jack?
We continue in because
This is your expertise here, bud. You
unless you want to check out the
house.
The
I
houses.
mean, before we walk into town, is there like a literal farmhouse we can see nearby that we can check?
Yeah,
out?
there's one that you're passing by right now, as a matter of fact.
It may not hurt us to just see before we walk into something that might be highly populated to see. Given what we seem to be seeing with the farm fields not being tended, is everybody already dead? What's going on?
Okay, so you guys make your way to the farmhouse. How are you gonna play this out?
Knock on the door.
Wow, comma, you
Obvious.
dumbass. How are you guys gonna
Come
play this
prison.
out? Huh? Knock on the door.
Well,
You-
considering I used all of my luck to get the wonderful information of Ask the Druids, I feel like that's an appropriate response at this point.
Hey, when I ask, you don't have to say yes to feeling lucky. You never know how benign or malignant my asking is.
Yeah,
Alright.
lesson learned.
Can I see through any of the windows?
So this is a poor farmhouse. They don't actually have windows. They have shutters. I'm going to roll. I'm
Okay.
going to say there's about a 55% chance that there's a shutter open.
Okay.
So no, everything is shut tight.
Start tight. Can I try the door?
Yeah, so you try the door, and the door opens wide.
All right. Let's try.
Make an
observation.
awareness roll.
Awareness. Okay.
Is this everybody or just him?
Just him, because he's real close.
Yeah, I
Would
don't
have
see
been both
nothing.
of us if he was on my shoulders.
Okay, so you don't hear, see, smell, taste anything.
Right. Okay. So I don't sense anything, basically.
No. Anything else after this that you're looking for is going to be observation.
Well, let's roll observation. See if there's anything out of the ordinary.
All right, so before you step in, you open the door, nothing strikes your fancy, you take a look around.
All right. Yeah. No, I don't.
All right, you
Nothing
don't see
seems-
anything from this vantage point. You don't see anything amiss. You don't see any people, but there's a lot of building that you still haven't seen. You haven't gone in yet.
Any livestock or horses?
Okay, so you look around. There is a barn. You don't see any livestock or horses or anything like that. You do see a barn, and there's a fence around it. So if there is any livestock, looks like they probably had some at one point.
Hmm.
I'm gonna try and roll observation and see if there's anything.
Okay, so you're gonna walk up to where Jack is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There you
All right,
go.
so you made your observation, so you don't have to worry about an awareness roll. But go ahead and give me an awareness roll anyway. Well, there's a reason why.
That's just a D100, isn't it? Where
That's
is it?
just an
Oh,
awareness on
never
your
mind.
sheet.
I found it.
Okay, so you walk up, and as you get to the door, you smell a faint, sweet odor. You don't quite know what it is. It's a very, very strange smell. It's like nothing unlike you've ever smelled before, but it's a sickly sweet smell.
Oh.
And you start to look around, you kind of poke your head in a little bit, and you see that there's a family area. And sitting in the family area is some desiccated remains of 3 humanoids.
Jeez.
Oh Jesus.
We've
And obviously, I'll be like,
Right.
hey. There's bodies in here.
There are bodies in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna let them know. Be like, hey guys,
Oh. So clearly
Their bodies.
something.
Uh,
Did-
I
go
guess
ahead.
Bus wouldn't know this well enough to look and see if there was any like stab wounds or punctures or holes in them.
So, are you going to walk in and examine the bodies using first aid?
I don't have first
Oh,
aid.
I can do that though.
Could I roll an observation?
You can roll an observation. Yeah, there's actually multiple ways you can go about looking at this. So if you want to roll, first off, let's have you roll an observation. All right.
Nope.
So
I don't see shit.
Kieran is going to go over the bodies using first aid to see if she notices anything, see what caused them to die.
Oh,
yeah.
baby.
All right, so Kieran walks up and she says, "This is very, very interesting. These are like dried husks. The reason it really doesn't smell like death is because they've been totally drained of fluid."
Oh God.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Have you read anything
Something
like that
zombies,
before, Jack?
basically.
Oh. Wait a second.
So Razul looks over at Jack and says, "You know about
Oh.
monsters. Do you know what could have caused this?"
Do I need to roll monster lore? Or...
Yes, please.
Okay, I wasn't sure. No, I don't know. unfortunately.
There are different monsters that can do this, and just from the little amount of information that I have, I couldn't say.
How many times would he need to feel lucky? I don't have any, but I know everybody else does.
He'd need,
4.
yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, we
And I'm
tried.
tapped.
I'm tapped as well.
Shit.
Harvey, how many you have?
What?
Luck.
I should have 4.
You want to throw 2 and I'll throw 2?
Yeah, I can toss 2 in.
All right, so Jack is looking at the looking at the bodies as well, and in the background, Razul and Harvey are talking, and Harvey says something, and Razul responds in kind, and something that they said, a little light goes on over Jack's head, and he goes, "Oh, ooh. This could be one of a few things, but it really looks like this could be a vampire."
What?
Yeah, no, the town's been out of character. Town's probably
It's
got a
either
vampire problem.
it's either a vampire or a big fucking spider,
Right,
but a spider
yeah.
would have had webbing.
right.
Yeah, there would have been signs.
There are creatures that can do the same thing that aren't spiders that eat the same way, but
Right.
they're not known to be surface creatures. They're more underworld creatures.
World, yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh,
So,
of
what are you
course.
saying here, Jack?
What's that?
What are you talking? Wait a minute. You said vampire?
Yeah, well, the thing is,
Don't
they
exist.
got puncture wounds on their bodies
That don't exist.
and they're completely desiccated, which means all their fluids were removed. I thought something that steals energy, but that doesn't make any sense because why would they be dried out husks if it was their energy the thing was after? This is something that drinks their lifeblood.
Well,
literal.
there are things that will magically affect your hit points. That basically drains you of blood. That does the same thing. But
Okay,
they don't
never
usually.
mind my entire narrative.
Right.
Go ahead.
No. You're saying this out loud as you're going over the bodies. You're talking about different things, and you're ruling things out one by one, like the giant spiders. But there would have been webbing. These things underground, and you say there are magic things that can desiccate the bodies like this, but then there wouldn't be puncture wounds.
Right.
So as you're going through these things using your monster lore, you're knowing of all these different things that can do this, but everything keeps coming back to the most likely subject being vampiric in nature.
Right.
So what the hell are vampires?
Oh, right. You wouldn't have ever
Right.
run into one.
So you can roll a d6 because of your monster lore and know what vampires do. Or you could wait to see what the things are to get your monster lore. Either or, if you do this and you know what vampires are, when you meet the creatures, you're not going to get a monster lore roll against them. So you can either do vampires or
I'll
you
know
can
what
wait.
they are, but I won't know.
Right.
Anything else. I think it might be better to hold.
Okay.
Until we run
But I
into
mean,
them.
you guys all sort of know what vampires are evil undead that suck the blood out of people. I mean, everybody knows that. It's an old
Wives'
tale. Tale is old as time.
Oh god. Okay, cool.
In the east.
Suddenly, all of the pots and pans start singing. You don't know why.
The grandfather clock starts dancing.
That's right. For some
Kieran has a
reason,
heart attack.
for some reason, the candelabra is in love with a dish rag.
Feather
You don't know
duster.
why.
There's a feather duster.
I know. I was just.
So, what do you think we should do? Continue on in, just doing some searching?
I thought sickness, vampires. Oh boy, or something
Vampiric undead.
something vampiric. It's been preying on the people of this town, and
Become friends with it.
you'd become friends with it. It would eat most of us.
That's right. Razul's like, hey, that's an undead guy.
Yeah.
He's my buddy.
All undead things are my friend until they attack me.
In which case, maggots.
Well, legitimately, guys, should we? What do you think? Should we venture further into
Well,
town?
what was your task of coming here?
I put my hand on Jack's shoulder. Jack, what has been my driving goal most of how long you've known me?
To kill a Dracolich.
Yes. And now, admittedly, a Dracolich is a dragon and undead. But how much do you think I want to kill a fucking vampire?
Well, the real question, Harvey, is could you kill a vampire?
Look in my eyes. Are you looking in my eyes?
Oh god.
How can I look into his eyes?
I will fucking axe a vampire in the fucking neck.
You're gonna ask him a question?
Oh, I should have gone with that. You're right.
He's
give him
gonna
a
axe him
heart.
several.
He's going to axe them several, so he'll have an interview with them.
Oh God! I didn't
feel
even see
bad.
that coming.
I feel bad for doing that.
No.
That was great.
Eric, love it.
Look, the only thing more horny than me and Jack interact is the interview with the vampire.
We're gonna run into fucking Lestat after drinking the undead or drinking the dead blood.
He's gonna sparkle.
Mr. Crocodile Man from the fucking swamp of Nolans.
Hey. Anne Rice vampires don't sparkle.
I know.
They do not.
They fuck.
Actually, they don't even do that.
No,
They don't.
You know-
But there's several paragraphs. Anytime any one of them comes into the book, several paragraphs about how beautiful they are.
Yeah.
Anne
Yeah.
Rice is a fucking hack. Anyway, let's go.
I couldn't get into any of her books.
What that article I read meant when it said that Anne Rice vampires were super horny.
So Razul asked Jack, what was
your
it
mission?
that you were supposed to do?
And I'm legitimately out of character. I don't remember exactly. What
Sam, did you write it down? The wording?
They just wanted you to see what was going on, like to check on the town because I hadn't heard from them for a while.
Oh.
Let me get back to the page real quick. This is from
Last
this
week.
session. Yeah, let me
Is
go.
this literally? God, what is that?
Hold on.
Like
They've been
that
watching this
standard
anime.
trope of like you're going too far when your only mission was to find out what it was and come back.
But you don't know what it was yet.
Here's what it is. Last the church heard, there was an illness throughout the town, and they haven't heard from the town in a while. They wanted you to go check it out. That's really it. They wanted you to see
what it is, so they know what
Right.
to do.
Well, we gotta find this bitch.
right.
All right, so now thank you, Sammy, like out of character, because legitimately I got so much shit going through my head that I don't remember the exact wording of shit that happened.
No, that's fine. That's why we have the
That's right.
scribe.
Like I'm being legit. Like I have so much shit going through my head. It's like, what were we doing? Something along this line, but that's about all I got.
I kind of wish she was in our Saturday game because I don't write down shit.
Eric, do you know what's going on? Do you do recaps?
That's my secret. I never know what's going on.
That's your secret,
Okay,
Cap.
Hulk.
He's always angry. All right, so what is
technically watched the stream and took notes. So
what
yes,
is your plan, guys?
Yeah, Jack, this is all
So-
you.
I think you should wait for nightfall and go into town.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
What?
I think we should get the burning pole out and sleep in the center of town with a lit fire and see what happens.
No.
Hey, it would get results.
It would get results.
Like setting the
The
fairy
Drake's
trap.
blood.
Drake's blood. Drake's blood. What about the Drake's blood? What?
Drink it. Drink it.
Wait a second. We have vials of blood on us.
Yeah.
Yes. And
You
you're
ain't
carrying
wasted.
55 extra pounds of
Of
hide.
of water.
Hide.
Fucking
Yeah, I can carry 20 more. We're fine.
That tastes like a
Hide.
blanket to me. Let's just cover ourselves up in the Drake's hide and
What's really
Yeah,
interesting,
sure.
what's really interesting, Sam, is you every once in a while you hit it and it's still warm to the touch.
They would be great blankets.
they're heated and weighted.
If Groxel was in this campaign, he would drink it. Just saying.
We've heard multiple times that it's acidic. It would probably kill
He
you
would
if you
still
drank
drink
it.
All right,
Let's
so
begin
it
our-
is 7:55. We're almost done tonight, so we got to figure out what we can either end it here and then you guys discuss in the Ironwood Exiles chat,
Mm-hmm.
or you could talk about it tonight before we go.
Okay, so here's my vote. I vote that we end it for tonight and talk it out in the Exiles chat.
Yeah.
Makes perfect sense.
Give Bones some time to figure out what he wants to do too.
Yeah, Bones, you're the captain of this dude.
Now, I will tell you that if anybody asks me for any information in the Ironwood Exiles, for the first time, I would probably answer. But again, it's
Okay.
not going to be in character. It's going to be like in parentheses.
Right.
Sure.
So,
Drink it. Drink it.
I mean, because what time is it right now? Like, are we?
let's find out. So it is. Let's do. It
'cause
is.
that's one of the things. Like navigation, I can tell what time
Early.
it is. Early morning.
So it's 7:00 in the morning.
Oh,
Good God.
I think we should go
Oh.
into town. I mean, that's
Yeah.
I think we should just
Okay.
get into town.
it's
Okay,
early
so
morning.
we're gonna stop it right where you guys are at.
Okay,
And
that's all. I
great
wanted to know.
session,
Like,
by the way. Great session.
yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna go ahead and end it. Next week, you're going to go into Panshaw.
Yeah.
At
I
7 a.m. because
I was gonna
that's the
say.
important part.
Yeah, we're not in here at sundown.
You
Right.
know.
Yeah, no,
Although we do not know
Pitch
that
black
his
midnight.
vampires
Let's go.
follow the usual rules.
Well, you also don't know if it's vampires. You just right now think that's probably the best thing it could be.
Right. There's
Right.
some sort of vampiric
It's
creation.
gonna be a vampire.
I'm not
right?
trying to be meta, Dave.
Yes, sir.
The husks that we found post succubus attack Did they have puncture wounds?
Not that you saw.
Good to know. Okay.
Because
I
when
had
you
issues.
said that, I was
Remember
like,
those
oh,
words. Not that you saw.
Yep.
God.
Welcome to GM hell.
Saw's doing a lot of work.
Sammy's like, motherfucker, I hate GMs. I don't care if he's my dad.
No. Yeah.
Vague language, no.
Oh yeah.
I
No.
do generally prefer straightforward, but I have my own suspicions and inklings, and we'll see.
I do wonder, which is stronger? Sammy's hatred of GMs or my hatred of bosses?
Probably your hatred of bosses. I have
Especially
very
if
little
the
hate
GM
for
is a
GMs.
boss.
They're the fucking
They're
worst.
the fucking worst, man. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and stop the stream. Good session tonight, and I will see you next week.
Let me just talk
Bye-bye.
to every streamer here. I love each and every single one of you. And every one of you, make sure to go out to McDonald's for a McGriddle tomorrow.
What?
Come on, we got to start monetizing this.
Okay, this stream is
Oh,
apparently
Jesus.
brought to you by the McGriddle, McDonald's. I'm loving it.
There was
Okay.
more.
Just end the stream.
All right,
Just-
good night, everybody.